Sometimes it's just about 4 days in Vegas. I mean, that's what it comes down to. And that's all right. It's a longer stay for y'all. Get out there earlier, enjoy it. You know how it is. What's up, y'all? Happy, what day is today?
Thursday.
The day before Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. I like Thanksgiving. I don't like Valentine's Day. Is there a dude you know that likes Valentine's Day? By the way, if you're a dude who loves Valentine's Day, don't. And we're not going to shame you. Call us at 505-246-0610. Is there one dude who likes Valentine's Day? And it's okay. I love my sweetie, and we sit by the fire and have a nice dinner. I think that's great. I wish I loved Valentine's Day. I'm sure y'all wish you loved Valentine's Day. You? Anyway, we'll get there. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck, Micah, and J. Paul. What's good, y'all? How you living?
What'd it do?
You all right?
Good. Good as you this morning.
I don't know. I'm fine.
He's feeling it.
Oh yeah, buddy. What do you mean? Just because
Came in like
I dig it.
what?
I was on fire.
What I did?
It's a very contagious vibe.
What is it okay?
Yeah.
I got a gift. I got a book.
Oh.
I don't even know what it is. I've been reading my book. I watched I watched Lakers beat the Nuggets last night. Chicky Nuggets last night. I want to talk about Mel Tucker. We got guests today. Why wouldn't I be fired up today? It's a beautiful you know what? Here's the deal. I woke up today. So today.
That's the start to a good day.
That's right. I woke up this morning. You all right back there?
Yeah, I have to set 4 alarms in the morning just to make sure I'm
Do you
ready.
Really?
Just in case. Just in case.
My daughter was telling me the story about her quote unquote trust issues with her alarm. It's like, yeah, Dad, sometimes I have trust issues with my alarm.
Yeah, that's
Especially
me.
if you're just cell phone.
Yeah,
then
I get it.
I get it.
No, I got you, man. What if your phone shuts down?
I have my Google Home that has 2 more alarms.
You don't have like a real. Do you have a clock next to your bed?
I do.
Yeah. That's
It does. I haven't
That's
used
just
it
old
since I
school?
got my Google Home.
so I use that A because it's a backup, and B I don't want to have to move when I get up and see what time it is. Like, do you have a clock next to your bed?
No.
So if you want to know, you got to roll over, find your phone, pick it up.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I have a clock looking at me. I got 4 more hours, or I have 17 more minutes. Either way, it's pretty precious. Is there a dude? And honestly, do you know one guy who likes all fired up? Yeah, Valentine's Day is here. Okay, let me preface it this way: a guy that doesn't own a flower shop.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Restaurant, right? Because the guys who own flower shops probably live for this. But I mean, when are you ready for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, it's definitely loses like its luster after.
Oh, look at that! It's Child's Valentine's Day.
Like there's
Don't let it lose its luster.
It's to a certain point.
Look at J-Paul.
Yep, I'm first year married.
Don't let it lose its luster.
I got it. The presents are ready.
You already did it?
Yep.
I'll ask you later because, I mean, of course, I know she listens to the show and watches the show. Look at you already.
She already knows.
Yeah, does she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not-
See, don't, just because you have a child, don't lose the Valentine's Day magic. Just saying. I mean, whatever. All right, 505-246-0610. Poor shooting. Another rough night for Lobo women's basketball. 67-58. They get beat in Dream Style Arena. The Pit last night. They I don't know that we're getting out of this 4 days in Vegas thing for them. And I don't know how it's going to be 4 days. This is a team that struggles. This is a team that struggles at home. They've been playing a lot of close games, so you figured one was going to go their way. It didn't go their way last night, and San Diego State came in and beat them 67-58. That's that San Diego State team who stole the game. Well, it struggles for me to say they stole the game. Lobo stole it, and then San Diego State stole it right back that day game. That was the intentional foul when they were up by, and they lose the game by a point there. But overall for the game, they shoot 34.8%. 5.9% from three-point land. Like, I get it. I mean, if you're not a three-point shooting team, that's cool. That's how it is. But 1 for 17 just leaps off of any page to you, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. No bucket for the final 444.
That'll hurt.
The struggles all night shooting. The rebounding issues, of course, when you miss that many shots, so your opponent's going to have ample opportunities to beat you in that regard. And it was a rough night for the Lobos.
It was. So they are now in a spot where I don't know how they're going to get out of that play-in game, and they most likely will not. Sitting in, I believe they're in the 8-9 game right now, and it is what it is. You got to start winning some games, and when you don't win games, this is how you live in. And as far as the standings are concerned, the Lobos are sitting in third to last place, so that would be ninth place. 4-9 overall, now 13-13 on the season, and they will be in Las Vegas to take on a 12-12, but 8-5 UNLV team on Saturday. All right, if you want to get in today, want to hear from you. There's going to be a lot of things going on. I got a few things that I probably have a little different vision, a little different take than so many people are having, or at least the perception I've listened to on two stories. We're going to get into Isotopes Park naming rights. We're going to get into the Mel Tucker situation and the transfer portal, and all of the lights been shed on that ever since you told me yesterday on the Mel Tucker. Did I say Mel Porter? I meant Mel Tucker. Mel Tucker was the coach at Colorado yesterday, and then he took the job at Michigan State. Now, you told me yesterday, and I flat out didn't know it, and after you told me, I really looked into it. Mel Tucker had been on the radio literally hours before accepting the job, went on kind of a radio tour, did all the media outlets in Denver, and said he's not going anywhere, and he's committed to the process and the build and all that stuff, correct?
Yes.
And then they upped the number. So I'm going to guess Mel Tucker told them no. I'm going to guess I want everything I hear about Mel Tucker before this. Everything I ever heard about Mel Tucker, and I've not met him, is incredibly positive, right? That I mean, everybody likes him. He seems like a highly scrupulous man, all about work and ethic, and right. Is that everything you'd heard about Mel Tucker?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything bad about Mel Tucker and the opportunity that he got to be head coach of Colorado for 1 year.
All right. I'm going to, and JJ, I could be wrong on this thing, but I'm going to guess he told them no. And when he told them no, and they had already been turned down by Luke Fickell, correct? The Cincinnati coach?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to guess that he said, appreciate it, but we're good, and moved on and sent out did this media tour. And then they came back and said, well, would you consider it if we double the number, right? And what are we looking at, $4.5 million? What would they pay him? Something ridiculous, right? I'm sorry, $5.5 million. $5.5 million. So we all got a number, don't we?
We do.
And is that a fair way to look at it? It's still a bad look. I'm not going to tell you it's not a bad look on Mel Tucker.
He can come back and explain it, but it still looks bad.
Oh,
he can come back and say they doubled the salary. It's a big deal. It's more money than I'm making at the University of Colorado.
Twice as much, yeah.
And if you're CU, you got to be like, okay, we're really not going to just up your offer after 1 year of 5-7 football.
That's correct.
So if you want to go take that and be Michigan State's coach, see you later. There's no way to talk yourself out of this situation. He was head coach of Colorado that day, so he did what he felt was needed and came back around, and he's got a lot of things that he has to own when you're a coach that's open about a transfer portal and you're leaving openly against kids transferring in the transfer portal and what it means to football and athletics, and then you have this happen. You just have to own it all.
All right.
At his press conference, what he says today, Michigan State moving forward, he just has to own everything he said.
Yeah, no, he does. He does. I got a lot of thoughts on the transfer portal, and this is going to open things up. And I obviously sitting in this market, I have a different perspective than the national media does. I believe Mel Tucker was going to stay when they made their initial offer, and I think Michigan State panicked. I think they had already been turned down. We're at a time where they're trying to hold on to the recruiting class. They just had an ugly situation where a lawsuit was filed. Their head coach took his $4.3 million retention bonus, and days after the $4.3 million detention bonus was paid out, Mike D'Antonio resigned as head coach at Michigan State. On the surface, Michigan State's a better job. When we come back, I'll tell you why. I got a lot of thoughts on this. And JJ, you realized yesterday, and I apologize that I didn't know enough about the story when I brought it up yesterday. Now I'm fascinated by it. But I want to get into this a little bit because what's right, what's wrong, and everybody always puts themselves in a situation like this. How would you handle it? And now he's got to get out of it. And maybe this will be a blueprint of what to do and what not to do in future situations. 8 o'clock this morning. What do we got today? 8:30 this morning, Jerry Palm was going to be with us, CBSSports.com. 9 o'clock this morning, Mario Mocha, the athletic director at New Mexico State, is going to be with us.
And potentially 9:30, the newest signee to New Mexico United's roster.
All right, so we got all that potentially on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Good morning, sports animals. Time is 7:11. Let's take another look at the roads for your commute to work. Looks like we have an accident northbound on 98th Street. That's approaching Sunset Gardens. We're starting to see some backup form, but otherwise no major backups or delays from any accidents. But if you do see anything out there, please give us a call at the Traffic Tracker Hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 in Comanche. From the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center, I'm Micah Turman with your sports animal traffic.
Hoops fans, Titus and Tate are back.
You knew that our entire goal was to sell out at one point. This was always the plan, so you should be happy for us.
Mark Titus and Tate Frazier are two basketball diehards talking NBA, NCAA, and all things sports.
I don't watch Ford versus Ferrari, or do I watch the 2008 Utah-UCLA basketball game?
Listen and subscribe to Titus and Tate, free wherever you get your podcasts, from the Westwood One Podcast Network, where the conversation starts.
Where sports and culture meet the weekend.
Local events,
Concerts,
spectacles,
what's happening,
pulse of the city,
sports, and much more.
Hey guys, come join the conversation with Van and Fred every Saturday starting at 7 a.m.
ABQ Central, Saturdays from 7 a.m. till 9 on The Sports Animal.
Every cup of Circle K coffee is ground in the moment. So, whether you're craving coffee now or now, you'll get the freshest cup in the world at Circle K. Every cup ground fresh, starting at $1 at Circle K. Limited time only at participating locations.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by my pancreas. It leads to diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools. The symptoms just don't go away.
But EPI can show up with even one symptom.
The good news? EPI is manageable.
But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific about the severity of your symptoms.
Visit identifyepi.com to learn more and use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Open your heart this Valentine's Day and help those living with ALS. The ALS Association invites you to join them for fashion, food, music, and fun. Presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka and wines from Noble Vines Collection Winery. The Hearts on Your Sleeve Jeff Highlander Benefit Fashion Show takes place on February 13th at Hotel Albuquerque. Check out up-and-coming artist Mira Godo and Christian Lopez as they perform brand new music, or meet Skylar Shea from Grey's Anatomy. Grab your best girlfriends or bring your sweetheart and help us end ALS. Visit ALSANM.org for ticket information.
Root Insurance could save you up to 52% on your car insurance. Here's how it works. Root uses an app to base rates primarily on how you drive. And since we don't insure bad drivers, you don't have to pay for their accidents. We designed car insurance entirely around your smartphone. Just download the Root app and drive around for a few weeks. The app measures your driving behavior, so good drivers could get the rate they deserve. And with Root, you have everything you need right at your fingertips. From your policy to claims to repairs. Root proves that big coverage can come in a small package with an even smaller price tag. So download the app. If you're a good driver, you could save up to 52% on your car insurance. And that leaves you extra money to buy something you really want. Download the Root app today. That's ROOT. Not available in all states. Disclaimers may apply. See joinroot.com for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
New Balance Albuquerque. Shoes that fit better and perform better. At New Balance, we actually measure your feet on Wantabo north of Constitution and in Cottonwood Corners next to Best Buy.
Come to the New Balance store, you'll fit right in.
New Balance.
Albuquerque's Lobo Station, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Lobo basketball back in Dreamstyle Arena. The Pit on Saturday. UNLV will be in town. What time is that game? Is that 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock over on 96.3 News Radio KKOB. Same time here on the Sports Animal. Lady Lobos will be in Las Vegas to take on the Rebels. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck, Micah, J. Paul producing for you. You can watch our show every day, and it's archived. Buddy of mine in San Diego sent me a clip. He was watching midday, downloaded the show, was watching it. Tell me what commercials we're reading, and he went to New Mail, I think, secretly anyway. He did, but yeah, it's all good. The melt. And I want to get into this. So I firmly believe, JJ, that he turned them down, and in his mind he was staying at Colorado, went on his media tour, and then he went to that donor dinner, and then they came back and said, well, would you consider it for $5.5 million per year? And then he went, oh, honey, how do I turn down $5.5 million? They're paying me 2.8 here, or whatever they're paying. Would you say on the surface? Because I would. Michigan State is a better job on the surface. Better television package, arguably a better conference, probably better support. It sounds like he's getting more support for his staff. Like on the surface, it feels like if I was going to tell you, would a football coach rather be at Michigan State or Colorado? Would you tell me Michigan State?
Michigan State's a better job. They've been in the college football playoff.
Yep.
Colorado hasn't done anything major since Cordell Stewart.
Okay. So on the surface, we're in concurrence there. Totally agree the way this was handled is garbage. Totally agree. Mm-hmm. And Mel Tucker has to take it because Mel Tucker was so and this is where, when coaches tell you don't hit send, right? He went out on the social media and was all in. I'm staying, and he against the transfer portal. There ain't no transfer portal in life, which, by the way, there probably is.
Like he just used it.
Yeah.
And this is one where you have to, what are you believing in? Because all these coaches are selling you in is the dream and your work ethic, be a part of something, this, that. And now Mel Tucker has to go out there and go, well, yeah, I might have said all those things, but opportunities. Yeah. What can you do?
Yeah, but this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to take care of my family and generational wealth. Yeah. I mean, he's guaranteed $33 million. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what his incentives are, but I'm going to guess there's more in the incentives, right? I mean, $5.5 million a year, pretty hard to say no to. Even when you already said no once and you're telling everybody in the world you said no. He's been really, really vocal on the transfer portal. And I understand. And I understand the other side of this, where if coaches are able to up and leave, then why shouldn't players? And I heard national radio yelling, players should get one freebie. And on the surface, I listen to you. When I sit in this market, when I cover Mountain West teams, when I run a bowl game with 2 group of 5 teams, I kind of have a different perspective. And I know I brought this up to you before, and I don't think you're totally on the same page with me. But my fear is then the group of 5 becomes the minor leagues for the big boys. You get a Josh Allen who performs as a sophomore at Wyoming, and oh, wow, look at that. How do we miss on him? Let's go pluck him at Michigan State or Colorado. How do these schools at this level then how do you not become the minor leagues? And I know there's others who say, well, screw them. They should be the minor leagues. They're not Power Fives. But if we're going to call them all FCS teams and pretend that we're all in the same division when we're not, by the way, that's my biggest fear on that. I understand that players should have some flexibility, and they do have some flexibility. And I'd be willing to grant them a 6th year. Like if they sit out their redshirt year when they first get there, they play 2 years and go, this isn't right. But there's got to be some way that San Diego State, a New Mexico, Wyoming, a New Mexico State.
I think it's an irrational fear.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're not worried when these guys are leaving now. San Jose State's lost their best player every year in basketball.
But there's at least a disincentive that they're sitting out a year. But yes, they have. Yeah. Just think about what would it be like if there's
and from Brandon Clark, who's now a fantastic rookie in the NBA after going to Gonzaga down the line. And I also think it's fair for players that might be better than just that program or something bigger to take a chance moving forward. And so the sitting out a year kind of puts you in your mind, and you do want to delay your future just that one more year. But to me, it's like, who's really the good players that we see leave? It's so small where I don't think all of a sudden these other schools are going to be coming in and plucking.
You don't
these
think
players.
if there was
No,
I could have them
because
tomorrow.
they do them right now.
I look
they
at
do
it
it right now.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's sitting out a year,
but
if
like
someone's
you said,
good enough.
to a small level. Yeah. It's to a small level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's an irrational fear. I think that would be a real fear. But I'm listening to the conversation. The other piece of this conversation is, look at the money Michigan State just threw at football. Mm-hmm. We lose our minds around here, right? Oh my God, the coach is making $700,000, and we had to pay $825,000 over 30-something months, right? Over the next 3 years, we're gonna have to pay Bob Davie $850,000, 40, 60, whatever, $860,000. And I'm not poo-pooing that number. I'm not telling you it's not a lot of money. They just paid at Michigan State $4.3 million, and not over 30-something months. That was his roster retention bonus to Mike D'Antonio. And then they, plus whatever his salary was. And then they found another $5.5 million to pay their new head coach. I mean, do you see what TV money is doing at the Big 12, at the Big 10 level? It's insanity, isn't it?
Yeah. It gives you opportunities to overcome mistakes and then also just do whatever you want.
Well, I'm also trying to paint the difference for you. We're sitting here, and I saw, how can they pay this new football coach $700,000? He's never been a head football coach before. Never mind the fact that he'll be at the bottom of the pay scale for the Mountain West Conference. How can we pay that guy the rest of the money on his contract that he's not even here and he didn't do a good job? $860,000 or $840,000, whatever the number was. Losing their mind. And Michigan State say, whatever. We just gave that guy $4.3 million, and this guy we're giving him $5.5. That is now 9.
So, because it's the world that you live in.
Yes.
Your TV contract doesn't even cover your coaching salaries in the Mountain West, let alone anything else. So you're just dealing with the numbers that are available in front of you.
Yep.
Because where is the money coming from? So I get where people in the Mountain West react to things differently than fans in the Big Ten.
Yep. No, I'm just trying to paint a difference for you. And it's why when people move here, they have a problem understanding things, right? If you come from that world and you were saying, well, what do you mean the issue is $1 million buyout? Here, call your big donor. Have them scribble a check or make a transfer, right? But I'm just pointing out the differences. All right, 505-925. No, that's not our number. 505-246-0610. What do we got, tickets to give away today? What do we got, how many? 4 of them?
Yeah, 4 to UNM, Nevada.
All right. There's a new player that we're going to meet, a rookie midfielder. Is that right?
Yep.
All right, so that'll be a new Isotopes Park's got a new name, a new United player, a reunion of the Final Four at New Mexico State. We got a lot to do today. Want you to be part of it at 246-0610. Got a little truth for you, fellas. There's a men's health clinic that you can utilize right here in Albuquerque that can help you feel like you again. New Male can help you take care of lack of energy, low T, erectile dysfunction. All you got to do is call them. New Male's helped thousands of men all over the country feel better. For years, New Male's been the leader when it comes to men's health. With cutting-edge technology and the latest treatments, New Male's helping men deal with depression, hair loss, ED. Do yourself a favor. Pick up the phone and call them at 505-652-1688. That's 505-652-1688, or visit Newmale, NUMALE.com. A little more truth for you, fellas. When men reach a certain age, low T, ED, lack of energy are all natural. But that doesn't mean you've got to live with it, and it's certainly nothing to be ashamed of. Call Newmale at 505-652-1688. The process is comfortable from the phone call to your first visit to the treatment, and the results are real. Do yourself a favor and take care of you. Newmale, 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, or visit newmale.com and feel better.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Lava Rock Brewing Company, conveniently located on Albuquerque's west side, just south of I-40. You can come on in, enjoy our pizza, pasta, burgers, and more by Matucci's. It's all at Lava Rock. Lava Rock Brewing Company, come on in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services.
high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide coaches award program.
And credit union will be the official credit union for the Isotopes, but you can still use any credit card you want in the facility. Nice of them to let us know that. Well, of course. I mean, and cash is good too. We'll take your money.
It's all still accepted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever you're. We'll accept other credit unions. Kirtland Federal Credit Union's card is still accepted there, and I'll encourage you to use the Independence credit card from them. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, and Micah and J. Paul. All right, people losing their mind a little bit over the new name, Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park. You all right with that? I mean,
yes.
Why not?
This is one where I really don't get it sometimes. Like, I understood when they just started naming the pit like everything possible and then adding AKA and then pause here and you're just like, what are we doing? But was Isotopes Park really that sacred that putting a name on it and everyone calls it the lab anyway is going to ruin your summer?
First of all, I didn't even understand the uproar when they put a name on the pit. This is, there's so few buildings now that don't have a corporate name on it. Viejas Arena to Staples Center and I understand when it's not the first, right? And so like the Allegiance, is it Allegiance Park or Allegiance Stadium that's open up in Vegas and it's T-Mobile? Is that who put the name on the Raiders or on the LA Stadium, right? I believe that's right. Anyway, when you're not first, it's tough because when a building becomes known as something, Bank One Ballpark became Chase Field, became whatever it is. Quest Field is now whatever. Whoever bought Quest, I get it. It's tough. Do you really care? Like nobody cares until they have something to gripe about. And I saw the social media yesterday, and people are losing their mind. You sold out. What do you care? They're in business. Like, we hate when people make money if it's not us. First of all, the city's going to get more because they get a piece of everything that the Isotopes make. They've been looking at putting naming rights on that place for a while, as they had for the stadium and the pit. And they found a name. Call it what you want, man. Like, why does it bother? And I saw the social media almost outrage. You're sellouts. Why would you do this? What do you care? Like, honestly, how does that in any way affect your life? Tell me where I'm wrong here.
Some iconic brands.
This is not iconic. With all due respect,
it's not.
Yeah.
Like, it's Isotopes Park.
Yeah.
Everyone calls it the lab.
Yeah. It's been around for 17, 18, 19 years? With all due respect, and I love it, and I go there, and I spend a ton of time. My kids growing up there. Like, I love the place.
Call it what you want.
That's right.
It's just a sign. It's a name. It's like Mile High Stadium. Everyone still calls it Mile High Stadium. Everyone's still going to call it the Pit.
Or what? I don't even know. What is Mile High? It was Sports Authority Field, and then it was Invesco. What is it now?
No one even knows.
Thank you. But they got a name.
Drive by, and there's a sign, and
do people up there lose their mind?
Get money.
Do people lose their mind about it?
I think they did initially, and now you're just like, whatever.
Who cares? And all the power to Rio Grande Credit Union, like for stepping up and doing something locally, and congratulations to them, and congratulations to Nick LeBou and John Traub and the Isotopes for getting this done, and it's cool, and they got a name on it, but and the city gets 12.5% of their gross And so the check that'll go back to the city will be bigger. And nobody says, "Well, that's kind of cool." No, you don't care because somehow you don't like it. And they're not selling out. Again, find me how many parks in America, how many stadiums, how many arenas don't have some sort of a corporate name on it? Why are we losing? I looked at the social media, I saw their tweet, and then I watched the thread, and people are, "You're really pleased to announce this? How can you be pleased? What are you doing? What am I missing?"
Other than signage, like announcements, in-game reads for broadcast, like it doesn't change your enjoyment of the park. Like it's a sign.
Bill says, "Monument to mediocrity. Rio Grande, blah, 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 this and that. Doesn't roll off the tongue. The name Jason will let me borrow." So what if to call it what you want? What do you care? Like this is where I'm losing. And help me if you want to explain to me your outrage.
You don't have to sign a document saying you're calling it.
It doesn't roll off the tongue like.
By the
Yankee
way,
Stadium.
too, if you want to watch a game at the Pit, you have to say this every time you enter. No,
right.
It's called the Pit.
There's Yankee Stadium and Dodger Stadium, and I want to say Anaheim Angels. Is there another baseball stadium that doesn't have a corporate name on it? Is there?
I'd have to look it up.
I don't know. Sid and all right, Sid. The Albuquerque Sports Stadium. Jeff, when I heard there was a presser, I was hoping Howdy Doody was announcing his resignation. Who's Howdy Doody?
I don't know.
Changing the name of the building isn't going to bring Sid back to the bandwagon. All right. First of all, I don't know that putting a corporate name on a bowl game, on a stadium, on anything, the intent is to bring fans to the event. It's for stability. It's for business. It's like why? Again, somebody help me understand why you give a damn. Or do you not give a damn? It's just something for you to get angry about. Because good for me, when I heard it, good for them, man. There's a business in that credit union that's doing well and wants to be part of this community, and that makes the team and the city do well because they partnered with this business and they're able to put the name on the building, and that gives them it allows them to do more things. Like help me get the negative here. Okay, it doesn't roll off the tongue. It's not Pepsi.
I think that's the fascinating conversation, the way fans react to the names of buildings. I think there's a lot of people in this community that are on edge because of the Wise Pie situation, which was messy. To the public. There's a lot of people that know the details and share the details about the situation and don't scream when the public reacts to the information.
Okay, tell me what the public's reacting to. If you want to scold me about it, then tell me what the damn public's reacting to.
I was talking about the Wise Pies.
Yeah, tell me what they're reacting to.
They just thought it was a deal that UNM was in over their head, that a company did not have the financial resources to back up what they had committed to it, and then the name goes away, and we're seeing all the Wise Pies.
The name went away when UNM went to Wise Pies and said, "Hey, we've got somebody else who wants this, who wants to give us more."
Yeah, and I just don't think that was communicated well, and then so people just looked at that and see, another bad business decision.
The also is because they didn't know the brand. Remember, the biggest deal when it started was, it's such a stupid name. What is Wise Pies? We don't know Wise Pies. Like somehow we're above an emerging brand here, right? It's got to be Pepsi. It's got to be Bank of America, right? Emerging brands use these platforms to emerge throughout sports, right? Mm-hmm. I think from what I remember, the biggest cry at the beginning was the change on the Pit, Wise Pies. What is Wise Pies? Oh, it's a stupid name. What is Wise Pies? And then people made fun of it. I guess I'm losing. I don't understand it. I don't understand why. Call it what you want. Are you not going to go now? Because it's Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park. Are you not going to go? Or are you going to go? Is it going to affect whether you... Like I saw in the news last night, one of the news anchors said, how do you tell your child, we're going to go to Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park?
That was a statement?
That was a lead into well, we've been getting a lot of negative Facebook and Twitter reaction. It was Channel 4 last night, and I'm like, what do you mean? How do you tell your child
going to the baseball game?
We're going to the baseball game. Did you tell your like what the hell? We're going to the ballpark. Yeah.
Was there an uproar when they changed it?
When they changed what?
from Dukes to Isotopes?
Well, they renovated the stadium, right? So the old stadium, they ripped it down and rebuilt it. So they renamed it Isotopes Park.
It's kind of like the Journal Pavilion, like it's not called Journal Pavilion.
Right, it's letter pavilion.
But I'll still call it Journal Pavilion.
Because it's hard when you change names. And that's my point on the first one, right? Yeah. When you name something, Bank One Ballpark, Pac Bell Park. What is Pac Bell Park now?
Then AT&T.
Okay. That's where, it was Enron Field, then it was Minute Maid Field, then it was, I don't know, it might still be that. Yeah, that's when it's tough. Look, man, you got a company willing to step forward and partner. I just, help me. So I'm asking you two big questions today. Help me understand why you're angry about that, and find me a guy that likes Valentine's Day. Astros are talking. They addressed the situation. What did they have to say? Alex Bregman's quoted. I'll tell you what they had to say. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Good morning, sports animals. Time is 7:40. Let's take another look at this morning's commute. We're still seeing some minor complications from the accident northbound on 98th Street. That's approaching Sunset Gardens. We're still seeing some backup from an accident northbound Highway 47 at Isleta Lakes Road. And if you do see any other accidents, please give us a call at the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 in Comanche. From the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center, I'm Micah Turman with your sports animal traffic.
Bundle home and auto with Farmers Insurance and you could save an average of 20%. A better pairing than pineapple and pizza. There, I said it. Call 1-800-FARMERS for a quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Reported 2018 nationwide average savings underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
There are only 9 MLB ballparks without a sponsor.
Your credit card at the end of your first year.
There's only 9 MLB ballparks without a sponsor. Only 9, yeah.
Come on, how amazing.
20 years ago?
Amazing when you realize all the places where Discover is accepted. Over 95% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. So when it comes to Discover, get used to hearing yes more often. Learn more at discover.com/2019 Nielsen Report. Limitations apply.
Don't let your cold keep you up at night. NyQuil Severe provides maximum strength relief for your worst cold and flu symptoms so you can get the rest you need. NyQuil Severe, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, achy, stuffy head, best sleep with a cold medicine.
Your home for Lobo Talk is the Sports Animal.
Rock and Bruce here on Montgomery, your home for Lobo Talk.
Catch Lobo Talk every Thursday night right here on the Sports Animal. Live from Rock and Bruce from 7 to 8.
Our Lobo and the Volunteers State. Keith in Memphis is on the line. Call in or show up live.
Women's coach Mike Bradbury and men's coach Paul Weir take your questions and talk about the games every Thursday at 7 p.m. Live from Rock and Brews right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Need more traffic? You're less than 10 minutes away from another traffic report on 96.3 FM. News Radio KKOB. With traffic reports every 10 minutes on the 7s. On air now at 96.3 News Radio KKOB.
Make Valentine's Day more special by taking a ride on us. Together we can end DWI. The Sports Animal is partnered with Ron Bell Injury Lawyers, the City of Albuquerque, the Department of Family and Community Services, Bernalillo County Department of Behavioral Health Services, Sandoval County DWI Prevention, and Uber to help end DWI. Show the ones you love that you care by not drinking and driving. Whether you're attending a special event, partying with friends, or having an intimate dinner with the most important person or people in your life, if you're going to drink, open the Uber app now and enter the code LOVE2020. After the festivities, request an Uber and we'll pay up to $10 for your ride. This offer is good for the first 800 people who use the code from 9 a.m. on Friday, February 14th through 3 a.m. on Sunday, February 16th. This program can only be used for rides, not Uber.
The Cardinals were the only one being named Busch Stadium, but even then the owners also owned that company.
Open your heart this Valentine's Day and help those living with ALS. The ALS Association invites you to join them for fashion, food, music, and fun. Presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka and wines from Noble Vines Collection Winery, the Hearts on Your Sleeve Jeff Highlander Benefit Fashion Show takes place on February 13th at Hotel Albuquerque. Check out up-and-coming artist Mira Godo and Christian Lopez as they perform brand new music, or meet Skylar Shea from Grey's Anatomy. Grab your best girlfriends or bring your sweetheart and help us end ALS. Visit alsanm.org for ticket information.
You have to be up in 5 hours, 2 hours, 6 minutes. And when you hear, you realize that you haven't slept a wink. That's why there's ZzzQuil Pure Z's, a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally with no next-day grogginess. It's available in both liquid and gummies, tastes great, and is non-habit forming. Pick up ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil. ZzzQuil Pure Z's, naturally superior sleep. Available at retailers near you.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, they're still talking down in Florida. The Astros are meeting the media, their owner, Jim Crane, Dusty Baker, the manager. Dusty Baker asked the baseball world to forgive the team for their mistakes, for what they did. Alex Bregman, I just saw a quote roll by that he's sorry for the choices that were made. This could be interesting, how they word all this stuff, and as it comes out over the next hour or so, how they word this, right? How this is their big apology, right? They had their meeting. This is their big apology. They think it's going to all go away.
Yeah, have fun with that. And Alex Bregman said, quote, "I'm really sorry about the choices that were made by our team, by our organization, and by me. I've learned from this, and I hope to regain the trust of baseball fans."
Okay. How do you feel about that?
Jose Altuve, quote, "I want to say that the whole Astros organization feels bad about what happened in 2017. We especially feel remorse for the impacts on the fans and the game of baseball. Our team is determined to move forward."
Say that one again. We're sorry for...
I want to say that the whole Astros organization feels bad about what happened in 2017. We especially feel remorse for the impacts on the fans and the game of baseball. Our team is determined to move forward. It's Jose Altuve. And Jim Crane, the owner, also, just why not double down on anything? He said that, in their opinion, it didn't impact the game. We had a good team, and we won the World Series.
How can he even say that? Like, honestly. How can he say it didn't? Then why'd you do it? You won the World Series in 7 games. Didn't they win the American League Championship? Was it in 6 or 7 when they beat the Yankees? Like, how can you even tell me? Then why'd you do it? Because you haven't denied doing it, right? How can you say it didn't impact the game? Can you read Alex's again? Because Jose Altuve didn't say, "I apologize" or "I'm sorry," which is fine. I'm the way these are going to be crafted are going to be picked apart. And I think the word selection is really important here because none of this is off the cuff stuff, right? This is all very crafted, very calculated, very thought out statement. So Altuve said he apologized for the organization, not necessarily that he did anything.
Yeah, the sorry was not a part of his comment, Alex Bregman used sorry.
Did he say, I'm sorry? And I know
I am really sorry about the choices that were made by our team, by our organization, and by me.
Signed by me. All right. Now, he's not saying what specifically, nor do I ever expect Alex to, nor do I ever expect any of them to. They're apologizing in generalities, correct?
Yes.
They're not saying, I mean, you guys all know what we did, and we're sorry for the choices that we made. So they're apologizing in generalities. Okay. Did Crane apologize? Because him sitting there saying it didn't affect, I'm not going to argue with them if they had a really good team. But to say they didn't affect a game, you're out of your mind. Tommy, good morning.
You know what? Who said, was it Crane? He's the owner of the Astros, correct?
Correct.
He's delusional. He's an idiot for saying that. Of course it affects the game. You cheated. You should have your World Series ring stripped from you. That's probably not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And all year long, I'm going to be watching the Astros really closely, because if they tank it and they don't do very well this year, we're going to all think it's about the cheating, and that's the only reason they got so far in the playoffs in the World Series. They got good players, but that guy's delusional.
Everybody's going to be saying that. I think it's going to be interesting. I was thinking about being a batter, the first game of a series in Cleveland or in Boston or wherever, and you know one's coming to your cheek, right? You know you're getting hit. How do you stand in that batter's box, wondering when the high hard one's coming, and still try and hit? And so everything's going to be dissected, and you're going to see the splits, and you're going to see their numbers, and you're going to see how did they hit this year versus 2017, and there's no trash cans banging. Yeah, everything's going to be overanalyzed.
I can't wait to see it. I think they're going to get booed in probably every stadium they go in, and they deserve it.
Yeah,
all of them, everybody.
Yeah, they will.
The team, I don't blame Dusty Baker for it. I know he's going to go and try to clean it up, but the owner is just, that guy's a moron for saying that.
All right, Tommy. Appreciate you. Later. That's a crazy statement, isn't it? Yeah, they had a good team. But to say it didn't affect you...
he says, our opinion is that this didn't impact the game.
Wow. So that's what they...
Then why did Major League Baseball say you cheated? And what are you apologizing for then?
Well, okay, why did you cheat? An advantage, correct? This is nuts. All right, 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. What are you laughing at? A guy named Max Stassi started his career with the Astros. He played 133 games for him from 17 to 19. He's currently an Angels catcher. Quote, as a younger guy, I was called up in August 2017, and I saw what was going on. When you're a lower man on the totem pole, you just show up and you go out there and you play. I apologize to all those around the game, the people who were affected by it, coaches, fans, especially the kids who look up to us. We're supposed to set an example and do the right thing. We didn't do that, end quote. Okay? A lot of people, you're going to hear more and more over the next few days because pitchers and catchers and players are reporting. And so everybody's talking about it. This is... I'm not familiar. Are you familiar with Angels pitcher Andrew Haney?
I know who he is.
Okay. So this is his quote. Somebody in the locker room had to say, this is bleeped up. We shouldn't be doing this. For nobody to stand up and say we're cheating other players, that sucks. That's a bleepy feeling for everybody. I hope they feel like bleep. That's what's going to start coming out, man. And once one guy does it, the next guy's going to want to say it harder.
Mm-hmm.
That's where this is going.
And this is the world of sport, which is we've always dealt with cheating and pushing the lines, and something that everyone holds to such a high standard. Oh, the character, the man you can become.
Yep.
Look what people do to win in this game.
Yep.
At every level.
At every level. Yeah.
And we get so caught up on character, being the best person, role models, and just,
it does that too. By the way,
it does. But this sport at the highest levels, what people do to win is like against like everything that people grow up loving about sports.
So I will compare that to any other business at the highest level.
Wild,
right? Any business at the highest level, you find unscrupulous people, actions, right? And this business probably is no different than any other business. People get to a point and they see
1 minute.
blinded. They're blinded by potential money, fame, success, right? What will you do? No, you're right. But I still firmly believe sport, period. This one,
I love
that
sport.
one, that one.
But my goodness.
They do teach incredible values. But yeah, like everything else, there's another side. They sure as bleep need to do more than what they already did. That was terrible. I understand they're going to get their bleep in order, and they're going to have their thing to say, and they're going to hide behind the commissioner.
30.
But I don't think that's good enough. End quote. That's Andrew Haney of the Angels. It's interesting. Meanwhile, his catcher used to be on that team. 505-246-0610. Jerry Palm will be with us at the bottom of the hour. Mario Mocha at 9 o'clock. And then the newest member of the United, correct, at 9:30? Is that confirmed?
Yes.
It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Lava Rock Brewing Company, conveniently located on Albuquerque's west side, just south of I-40. You can come on in, enjoy our pizza, pasta, burgers, and more by Matucci's. It's all at Lava Rock. Lava Rock Brewing Company. Come on in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us on goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game.
Folks, there's no other way.
Places to not propose. I mean, Valentine's Day is tomorrow.
There's going to be proposals everywhere.
You're saying don't do it at Olive Garden?
No.
Don't do it at Olive Garden.
I mean, are there places that, don't do it?
There are
McDonald's.
don't do it places.
Over a heart-shaped box of nuggets?
Hey, man, my girlfriend loves some nuggets.
All right, then. Are you going to propose?
Heck no.
All right, then.
Don't you think?
Paul got it.
Don't you think just proposing on Valentine's Day is cheesy?
Julia got 5 inches of snow that time, too.
Oh, you just put that on the radio.
I know.
Don't play that one back for your girlfriend.
I know. He's like, what? What'd I say? What? He has no idea. That's all right. Mike is here. He's producing our show for us on the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, J-Paul producing for you over on ProView Networks. You can watch our show worldwide on ProViewNetworks.com, on our Facebook page, The OD in the AM.
Propose that at Rio Grande Federal Credit Union Field at iSubs Park.
That's right. Is it going to be on there? We should be able to show it there.
We'll post it.
All right. Have you been reading some of the comments?
I'm on Valentine's Day comment. Thanks.
Are you down on those? I got 2 questions for you today. I'm asking for some help because I need it. And I'm really haven't gotten it. So for those of you who are upset at Rio Grande Credit Union Park or Field at Isotopes Park, why do you care? I mean, honestly, why does that bother you? You're going to call it what you want. You're going to go there if you went there before. You're not going to go there if you didn't go there before. And the city's going to get more money because the Isotopes make more money, and it's a naming rights deal. And why are you they better drop ticket prices because y'all got sponsor money now? Oh, okay, that's how this works. Why are you upset that there is a company locally that's doing well enough to do it? And I'm looking at some of these comments, and it's like, what are you talking about? And B, that the club's doing better. Why? I'm losing. I don't understand. And B, I'm looking for dudes who like Valentine's Day. Is that fair? Because I don't know many. Do you? All right, John, what's up?
Hey, you know what, guys? As far as this thing on the Topes, you know what? A little bit of New Mexico insider thing around here in the north. The pit is the pit. I don't care if they call it Dream Style Arena. They call it, what was that other dumb name they had? Wise Pies Arena or whatever. And so anytime we say, hey, we went to the pit, you know, you were either looking at checking out the Lobo men or women, you were at the state tournament, or you were at the bull riding or something like that.
Right.
When we refer to the baseball, it's like, hey, let's go check out the Topes. Before that, let's go check out the Dukes. We knew where we were going. We didn't care what the hell the stadium was called.
Exactly.
So as far as that, I could care if they call it Crackhead Stadium for all I care. You know, let's just go check out the Topes. I know where I'm going. We know where we're going to meet. That's it.
All right, John. Appreciate you. I mean, that one might be a little rough. Although it'd get national headlines, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Is that a brand of shirt or something that I'm missing out on, J. Paul? Is that what the kids are? Is that a new record label? What is it? All right. His point is mine. What do you care? It's like, I don't know, man. People lose their name, you know, put a title sponsor on anything. They lose their name because it's different. Right. All right. I forgot about this. This is from Todd. Does JJ still need to bring it? Jeff, remember a few years ago, JJ was told by Tilly Savalas in no uncertain terms that he better bring it for Valentine's Day? The OD producerette, Julia, took great joy in watching JJ stress out. Sounds like he's grown up right in front of our eyes. Now he's like, sorry, hun, I really want to participate in a crowded, overpriced Valentine's Day event with you, but I have to work the El Dorado La Cueva game. It's from Todd.
I've learned, and that was before a proposal and a child.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that. That was about 4 years ago?
The pressure was on.
J. Paul, so Tilly told JJ that basically this Valentine's Day you need to bring it. And he wasn't sure what that meant, and he figured it out, and he got the nice dinner and the nice gift, and you brought it that Valentine's Day, right? But yeah, he had the pressure. He that was a week of like, damn, there was a little JJ stress, and I haven't seen a lot of JJ stress over the years.
It's very stressful.
Yes.
When you get put up to bat.
Yes.
The monitor's broken. The trash can's gone.
Nobody's banging in the dugout telling you a curveball.
This is all
coming.
you.
Yes. Yes, you got to bring it.
But
you already figure out, you got the heart-shaped nuggets box. That's what you're doing for Valentine's Day?
I mean, not the only thing, but
okay.
That's just the first part.
Plenty.
It's the first
I mean,
part.
how many nuggets come in one of those things? Like 20?
30.
Damn.
30.
What more do you got to do?
30 nuggets.
She's going to be in a food coma.
It's so good.
And you can even let her have 16 of them.
Oh, look at that.
Yep. Will you marry me?
She'll eat like 8, and I'll eat like 22.
Which sauce?
She doesn't eat sauce, but I got to go with the ranch.
You got to go with the ranch?
Barbecue.
He likes barbecue. What are your other options? Honey mustard?
Ranch and honey mustard. Those are my two go-tos.
Barbecue sounds right.
Ranch. Where did you grow up again?
Colorado.
And your first inclination is ranch? You sure you didn't grow up in, like, Arkansas?
Hey, man, I like me some good ranch.
Ranch.
All right. Dion's Ranch. Dude, I had to send my buddy. I'm not lying to you. I last week, my good buddy who runs the Las Vegas Bowl sent me, he called me, he says, he sends me a text, I need a favor, are you up for it? And I'm like, wow. He says, are you the guy? And I'm like, what do you need? Dude, can you go? He says, I'm a ranch guy. I've gone through 15 different brands. Can you just go and buy me some bottles of Dion's Ranch? And
it is the only edible ranch.
I'm like, really?
If you had to go there, either regular or the green chili ranch.
So I said, yeah, I'm going to do it. And it just so happened that day, Carrie, our operations guy at the office, got a box delivered, a bunch of meats, and it came in like with one of those cold packs. I'm like, ding, ding, ding. I got the cold pack because I was trying to figure out how I'm going to pack it up. So I went down the street and bought him 5 bottles of ranch and shipped it off to him. But yeah, he sitting in Vegas. He can't find a better ranch.
In Colorado, before we had Dion's, we would come out here to visit family, and we would smuggle like probably 10 bottles of ranch back to Colorado.
Did you really smuggle it?
You can't take it across the border.
Was it really smuggling? I think if you go up there and go to one of their little Green Cross dispensaries and bring that product back this way, that might be considered smuggling. Taking ranch north of the border, I don't believe is smuggling. Is that the same thing? Now, you might need the ranch to dip your pizza in after you sample the product at the Green Cross place north of the border. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. You still with me, J. Paul? You understand that part? But what? All right, what's for dinner? So nuggets for you. You guys, you're eating food at La Cueva. You guys making dinner? You going out for? Oh, you're going to Silver City. Where are you going?
Going to Clovis.
Damn.
I'm eating out of a bag.
Well, Steve Davis is the king down there. Shouldn't he get some nice meal catered?
Yeah, but 3 hours. I'd rather get back home to the wife.
That's a good. Oh, look at you.
Heroes get remembered,
Yeah,
but legends never die.
Oh, wow. We put that on board? Heroes get remembered. Legends never die. All right, Richard says, you knew it was a big game for the Lady Lobos, Jeff, when you walked into Wise Pies. And that's what it says right there. And not only was there a full complement of chaparrals, but Let's Make a Deal was in the house. But San Diego State jumped out to such a big lead, it took the Chappies right out of the game. 15 years ago, the crowd might have been able to put the Lady Lobos on their back and carry them to the finish line. But the crowd is just too old now. They don't have that kind of energy anymore. Richard. Really? So is it the same 3,000 people there that were there 15 years ago? There are no new fans? What are we going to do 15 years from now? We're going to back to looking like every other program in America? Yeah. 67-58 was the score last night. Lady Lobos lose at home in Dreamstyle Arena, the Pit, to San Diego State. Jerry Palm's going to be with us. We'll talk college basketball coming up at 8:30. Mario Mocha, the athletic director at New Mexico State, is going to be with us. They got something really cool going on down there on Saturday. They play tonight. The Aggies do against Seattle, and then on Saturday, Utah Valley's in, but that's really not the attraction. They're having a reunion of the 1970 Final Four team, and all the living members are going to be there, so we'll talk to him about that. Hey, this happens way too much. Business owners, they go home after a hard day's work, and then they get a call in the middle of the night, or they show up in the morning and they've been victimized by a break-in. And sometimes this takes a long time to recover. Don't let this happen to you. International Protective Service, IPS, is a security company providing highly trained armed guards to watch your business when you can't be there. And if you don't want a full-time guard, they'll patrol your business and keep the bad guys away. When your alarm goes off, IPS will respond with an armed, trained officer within 5 to 7 minutes. The police, they may take hours to show up. They'll come by, take a report, and it's just way, way, way too long. Bad guys don't care about the business you built. They just want to steal something. IPS cares about business owners. Put IPS to work for your business and make sure you're not an easy target. Their job is to stop break-ins before they happen. IPS also protects homes while you're at work, out to dinner, on vacation, at home. They watch my home. You need peace of mind that IPS can deliver. Call IPS at 897-2420. 505-897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
Good morning, sports animals. Time is 8:10. Let's take another look at the roads. We're seeing some delays from an accident northbound Coors just north of Montano. That's blocking the right lane. We also have an accident eastbound on McMahon just east of Unser. And we have a crash eastbound 40 just east of 98th Street. That one's blocking the left lane, so expect some delays in those areas. And if you do see any other accidents, please give us a call at the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. From the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center, I'm Micah Turman with your Sports Animal Traffic.
The Sports Bar with Michael and Mike.
My favorite part of the sports bar would probably be Lobos, Aggies, and Dallas Cowboys.
I just like all the Lobo coverage that you guys have and the in-depth parts that you give to the program.
I just love listening to you guys.
Sports Bar at 3 p.m.
You never know what's going to happen next, and it's hilarious. I love the chemistry. I appreciate you guys. You do a great job.
Weekdays at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Taco Bell's Nacho Fries return in a story about two friends who dive into the underground market of Mexican spices and warm nacho cheese sauce. Learn from their mistakes. Get your Nacho Fries today for a limited time at a participating Taco Bell location near you.
Where sports and culture meet the weekend.
Local events.
Concerts.
Spectacles.
What's happening.
Pulse of the city.
Sports and much more.
Hey guys, come join the conversation with Van and Fred every Saturday starting at 7 a.m.
ABQ Central. Saturdays from 7 a.m. till 9 on The Sports Animal.
Open your heart this Valentine's Day and help those living with ALS. The ALS Association invites you to join them for fashion, food, music, and fun. Presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka and wines from Noble Vines Collection Winery. The Hearts on Your Sleeve Jeff Highlander Benefit Fashion Show takes place on February 13th at Hotel Albuquerque. Check out up-and-coming artist Mira Godo and Christian Lopez as they perform brand new music, or meet Skylar Shea from Grey's Anatomy. Grab your best girlfriends or bring your sweetheart and help us end ALS. Visit alsanm.org for ticket information.
Valentine's Day will be more special when you take a ride on us. The Sports Animal is partnered with Budweiser Drinkwiser, Premier Distributing Company, Bernalillo County, and Uber to help end DWI. Since you have planned a romantic dinner you're going to drink, open the Uber app now and enter the code LOVE2020 and request an Uber, and we'll pay up to $10 for your ride. This offer is good for the first 800 people who use the code Friday, February 14th through 3 a.m. on Sunday, February 16th. Together, we can end DWI.
There
There are 3 simple words for Valentine's Day. Ooh, ah, jewelry. Every woman wants to open up a box from Ooh, ah, jewelry. Give her a gift that dazzles and makes her say ooh, ah. Whether it's a perfect diamond necklace, a classic pair of earrings, or a spectacular engagement ring, they have it this Valentine's Day, and the gift wrapping is always free. Ooh, ah, jewelry at 110 Amherst Southeast in the historic Nob Hill Business Center. Voted best casual jewelry in Albuquerque the Magazine 11 years running. Ooh, ah, jewelry. Something for everyone and affordable style.
When I have a real estate question or concern, I call my buddy Scott B. Clark at Double Eagle Real Estate. It's Jeff Siembieda, and Scott's company is a successful family-run business that has been helping clients for over 38 years. Scott does it all: residential, vacant land, development, commercial, and even property tax consulting. Looking for that hands-on personal service and that professional to look after your best interests? Then Scott's your man. Call him today at Double Eagle Real Estate, 883-1414 or 933-1300. Scott's a proud supporter of Lobo Athletics in the Albuquerque community.
Trucks and Bucks is back at Isleta Resort and Casino.
Enter today and win thousands in cash prizes and free play every weekend.
Sundays, win one of 7 Ford Rangers from Malloy and Los Lunas.
Trucks and Bucks
at Isleta Resort and Casino, where the fun begins.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, you guys are starting to help me now. Appreciate it. I mean, I'm here for you every day. JJ's here for you every day, right?
I'm here.
And we're here for you today, but I got 2 questions. A, looking for a dude. Any guys, I mean, you look forward to Valentine's? Oh, yeah, boy. Maybe that's the one time you get, All right, and if that's it, you get your own issues. But all right, good for you. Valentine's coming tomorrow. And for those of you who are losing your mind about a title sponsor on Isotopes Park, Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park, what do you care? Why are you losing your mind? So what? Good for them. Why aren't you saying congratulations on a local business that's been successful in putting their name on the ballpark, and congratulations to the club and being able to increase revenue? Like, why do we hate success so much? I'm just asking. Terry, and I don't know that Terry has ever sent me an email before. I always love when I get emails from brand new people. He says, Valentine's Day is one-sided toward women, JJ. Price of flowers doubles, or candy, or that 4-letter word, diamonds. Do you see the price of golf balls go up? No. Single guys, do you spend too much or too little? Terry, luckily married a long time. So single guys, do you guys spend too much? Like, have you been how long have you been dating your girlfriend?
2 years.
That's some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you guys who've been dating someone for 3, 4, 7 months, how do you handle that first Valentine's Day? Right? Because you guys have been together, we've been together 10 and a half years. But it's still, there's still pressure. I still feel it. I just told you guys, what do I do? Do I do this or am I going to? Yeah, I'm still there.
I think it's still dinner. Dinner's always.
Well, you always got to do dinner, right? Unless you're going to Clovis to cover the big Clovis Hobbs game, or have to go out to Elder. Yeah, he's got to go all the way to the east side, for crying out loud. He's going to get a Sherpa.
La Cueva.
Yeah, the east side. Look, La Cueva. I mean, all the way up there. Yeah.
There's a Chick-fil-A over there.
There is a Chick-fil-A over there. There's one on the way.
Be popping.
I guarantee the line will be long.
It always is.
Yeah, it always is. All right, no, that's fair. But I mean, if 3, 4, your first one. Well, it's like, is this your second or third one?
Third.
You guys are old hat at this. Ooh. What do you mean, ooh?
That's a tough one.
Is it?
Because he's probably already done the dinner, the movie.
He's shot his 2 silver bullets. As far as gifts and gift ideas.
Is it jewelry time?
Ooh.
Is it too early for jewelry?
No, it's heart-shaped box of Chick-fil-A nuggets, he said. 30 in a box. With does she like ranch dress or no dip for her?
No
dip for you.
No dip.
All right, that's fair. Lobo Hobo's in on ranch dressing. Sorry, I've done this too. I'm sorry. I mean, you should have seen this coming when I walked in the door today, and you might have. I apologize. He says, Jeff, couldn't you have just packed it in your suitcase and taken it to the tournament? Yeah, I imagine I could. Maybe I'll bring more for him. But then I'd had to check it. Because you can't take it through, right? Then it would have taken me more time.
Yeah.
So no, I couldn't have. He says, with both Lobo clubs struggling, I don't feel the same interest among Lobo fans. Combined with the early date, which doesn't match up with spring break, and I'm not expecting the same representation of Thomas and Mack as in the past. Lobo Hobo. That's fair. You know, a big part of the last bunch of years has been able to go and watch some Pac-12 games, too.
Yeah.
You can go over see Gonzaga, St. Mary's, BYU. Oh, you love hanging out with the BYU fans, don't you? Yeah. This is from John, and it says, "Really?" ? Sorry for the multiple emails, guys. Did he send another one? I don't even see the other one. But did I really just hear the owner of the Astros not only not apologize, but to say that in his opinion, this did not have an effect on the game? Really? Really? I mean, is this guy getting in shape for a presidential run or something with lies like that? Knowing spin and speed as spin is 2/3 of what make hitting the hardest thing to do in all of sports. And you're telling me that letting your paid professional athletes know what those two things are, spin and speed, what they're likely going to be, doesn't give you an advantage? Just wow, shaking my head. Like I've said before, I don't know if you can bet on the number of hit by pitches a team will have over the season. But if I'm the odds maker, I'm putting the Astros at about 161.5, and I'm betting it over. It's from John. 161.5 hit by pitches for the Astros this season.
Yeah, there could be a lot of them.
I don't know. It's a great point. I don't know what the average is. That's a fantastic prop bet. If they put it at 161.5.
Well, how many pitchers are going to be? I guess there's going to be a ton, but they're going to be warned before every game. Like, it's going to get to a point where Major League Baseball is going to step in and be like,
by the
all right,
second week. Yeah, by the second week, baseball will step in.
So you throw out one of these guys, you're gone.
Well,
so how many pitchers and pitching staffs are going to give up their starter for a game?
So here's going to be the interesting part at the beginning of the season. George Springer, is he their leadoff hitter? Let's just say he is. Altuve hits second. Bregman hits fourth. First inning, one of these guys takes one up near the lips. Justin Verlander going to throw back at him? Because that's baseball, JJ. My guy's throwing. You threw at my guy. I got to come back and retaliate. Never mind that you're retaliating for that. That I got to retaliate. It never ends.
It's never going to end, and that's. I get wanting to go at these guys, but I still think throwing a baseball at someone and then being able to stand there with no repercussion is weak.
Of course it is.
And it's ridiculous. And everyone's like, "Yeah, throw at them." Okay, they cheated. It was bad, but then you're just. Like you're repping for public stoning. Just stand there and get hit by a baseball and walk to first base like nothing happened.
I like your analogy on that.
Like it's ridiculous.
So
I think it's ridiculous.
I'd love to hear from baseball people, and we won't hear probably until after the season. You hear when a guy home is like, "Oh, it's okay to throw, but don't throw at his head." Right? We've heard that before, right? It's okay, throw at a guy's shoulder, throw at his ribs, but don't throw at his head. Okay. Is this okay? Is this a throw at your head offense?
I don't think that's the case at all. I think almost what needs to be done if everyone is so mad, just fight for fighting. Throw some dude out there.
Throw a cage out there.
Yeah. Have your swings at the Astros, then move on.
First
you want to sit there and throw baseballs at them all season long?
That'd be actually pretty insane. First time the Astros come to town, we have cage fighting before the game.
You pick who you want. They pick who they want. Go.
We're throwing
Get it out of the game.
Jose
one of the series.
Altuve again. Yeah, I mean that'd be a hell of a freaking show, wouldn't it? But is it okay? Where do you throw? Like, yeah, it's something else. It's something else. All right, a lot of emails on the ladies. James says the women are in a world of hurt, Jeff. A world of hurt for the first time in years. I'm not hearing about all this supposed talent. Not after dropping behind 18 to a 260 RPI club at home. Lady Lobos better be careful, or they might have leave themselves more work to do in Vegas than they're playing. What do you mean leave themselves more work, James? They're in ninth place. They're not getting out of that. I mean, I don't even know if mathematically where we are on that. I guess I can.
You could just have the general statement: Lobo basketball has work to do in Vegas.
What makes you think they're making a run for 4 in a row? Like, what have you seen for? Honestly, you saw half of a flash for the men's team against San Diego State the other day. What have you seen from the women? Well, Jeff, they lose a lot of games that are really close, and so they can go either way. Okay, that's fair. And they won one up in Wyoming last weekend.
Men have problems in the final 20 minutes of a game, and the women usually like the final 4.
The final 4 minutes. I'm just, if you've seen something, help me. I haven't watched as much as many of you on Lady Lobos, but if you've seen something, let me know. Harold wants to know, is this still a basketball town, Jeff? Lady Lobos are 9th, and they play in a game. Tickets could get purchased as early as Saturday. Lobo basketball men are 7th. They got a lot of work to do to get out of the extra day in Vegas. We don't even get NCAA tournaments in an aging Wise Pies anymore. Can we officially bury this idea that this is a basketball town? Wow. No, because the high school tournament will sell out. I mean, even, are we still a basketball town?
Yes. Just because the teams are bad doesn't mean you're not a basketball first town still.
Did you just call them bad?
Have you seen the records?
Yeah. 17-9 or something?
It's cool how you keep hearing on broadcasts they started 15-3. That's neat.
Yeah. Yeah. But if they're 15-3, you know what that means? They're 2-6 or 2-7 their last bunch of games. Yeah. Yeah, I understand how they started. I understand where they are. Yes. It's crazy. This is a basketball town. No, it's a baseball town. Everybody's going to go out to
not a baseball town anymore because of they named the stadium.
Oh, but United plays in that same stadium.
I know.
So now what happens?
Why?
So now what are we?
Look at that. They just ruined everything. They ruined everything.
United States plays in the same place, Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park. So what? I like it. Actually, Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes. I like it. Good for them, man. And if you're angry, I want to know why. I don't get it. Jerry Palm's next. We're going to talk about brackets and tournaments and who's out and who's in Utah State and all that stuff. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Lava Rock Brewing Company, conveniently located on Albuquerque's west side, just south of I-40. You can come on in, enjoy our pizza, pasta, burgers, and more by Matucci's. It's all at Lava Rock. Lava Rock Brewing Company, come on in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green.
And keep the community green as well.
Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment.
You trash it,
we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that could happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Back at it down in Las Cruces tonight. They get Seattle. Tough battle with Seattle up in Washington a few weeks ago. Saturday in the Pan Am Center, special night. All 9 living members of the Aggies 1969-70 Final Four team will be in the Pan Am Center. They play Utah Valley. Lou Henson won't be there, but his daughter's going to represent him. But the assistant coaches, Rob Evans is going to be there, and all 9 living members are going to celebrate 50 years the Aggies Final Four team down in Cruces on Saturday. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Micah, J-Pole produces for you on ProView. You can watch the show worldwide on ProViewNetworks.com. Getting closer and closer to conference tournaments, and then, of course, the NCAA tournament. And I know you read them all year, but every day now you're checking in with Jerry Palm over at CBSSports.com. Maybe you saw him on television over the weekend in New York. He got to circle LaGuardia for a little while, put on his suit and his makeup. Do you do your own makeup when you go there, or do you sit in the makeup chair and they do it for you?
Oh, no, they do it for me. You can't trust me with stuff like that.
Yeah, that's when you know you're big time. Back in my TV days, I had to do my own makeup. But, small town, it's that. How was it? It looked good and looked like you had a good time with it once you finally got there.
Yeah, once I finally got there. Yeah, getting there and getting home was a bit of an adventure. But, the time in New York itself was great. It's always good to be with the NCAA guys and get to pick their brains a little bit.
Yep. Little disdain on the West Coast, or at least on the lower West Coast in San Diego, when they found out that right now they're going to get shipped out to the East, San Diego State, that Gonzaga is by the committee considered to be a higher seed, and unless somebody gets beat along the way, nothing's going to change. So if you're an Aztec fan, you're either hoping you run the table and Gonzaga gets beat, or maybe you're hoping you get tripped up somewhere and become the 2 seed in the West.
That could be. Yeah, I mean, that's, they're not going to change San Diego State's seed arbitrarily to move them west. So, one of those things would have to happen. Either Gonzaga drops down or San Diego State drops down. But if they're both ones, and I think this probably would have been true even if San Diego State would have been ahead on Saturday. With the games remaining and the opponents remaining, it was possible, maybe even likely, that Gonzaga would jump them in the end anyway if they both won out. So, it's if San Diego State's behind and they're both ones, or if they're both twos, San Diego State's the one that's going to move.
I think there's a pretty good chance San Diego State gets beat, and they're 25-0. They just wrapped up. They cut down nets the other night. I think they can get beat in Boise or in Reno.
Yeah, I do too, or in the conference tournament by Utah State.
Yeah, Utah State's nice right now.
I think any of those are possible. It'll be interesting to see if they can maintain their focus now that the conference championship is all wrapped up. They were the first team to do it. I don't even know if there's another team that can do it this week yet, but their lead, there's 5 games with 4 to play, I think it is.
It's 5 with 4. Have you watched them at all?
Remarkable season they've had.
Have you watched them? Because I said to JJ the other day, I think Dayton, that's my alma mater, and it's fun to watch them make the run, but I think Dayton might be better than them. I think there's a few, but I think they're really good. Where do you put them? It's just from the eye test.
San Diego State?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they're great. Yeah, I mean, they belong where they are. They're one of the top handful of teams in the country. There's no question in my mind. Their defense, it's the reliable part of that program and always very good. But they've got more offensive weapons this year, and the transfer from Washington State, Malachi Flynn. Yeah, he's been great for them, and it's really got their offense, given their offense a real spark, and it's made them so that they can compete with pretty much anybody.
Jerry, in the quad win system, is it when you have that win, or are those changing based on records throughout the season?
Oh no, it's always changing based on how these teams do, over the course of the year. Nothing is ever game time rankings in basketball. Game time rankings are only meaningful to sports information directors. Nobody else cares about game time rankings.
But so you could have a quad win go away as the season goes on. Okay.
Or the other way around. Yep, absolutely. And because, let's face it. In November, nobody's quad anything in November. If you're playing teams in November, 3 games into the season, rankings could be anything. They absolutely mean nothing. So, no, you can only go by end-of-season rankings.
Jerry Palm, CBSSports.com, is with us on the opening drive.
Well, Jerry, tonight there's some good contests, and go out to the Pac-12. Oregon, Colorado. What do you think about that matchup and where those teams are right now?
Yeah, that's a big one for the conference race because Colorado's in first place right now. It's a must-win for Oregon if they're going to win that league. I think it'd be hard for them to come back from 2 games down with so little time left. But I like Oregon. I think they're the best team in that league. But Colorado's having a great season. They had a tough game on Saturday in the sense that Stanford kid De Silva got hurt, and it was an emotional time for both of those teams. But they came away with a big road win there, and now they've got to try and do it again. It probably, I think, arguably the toughest place to play in the Pac-12 at Oregon.
Jerry, you got 10 or 11 Big Ten teams in there, and with them beating each other up, how many you think by the time we're all said and done, how many get in?
On Monday, I had 11.
Yeah.
Since then, Purdue lost at home to Penn State. Indiana's got Iowa at home tonight. Wisconsin, I believe, is playing. No, Wisconsin doesn't have a game this week, during the week. So I think it's 9 or 10 in the end. But, Purdue, Wisconsin, Indiana, Rutgers all have some sort of a problem that they need to address. But in the end, 2 or 3 of them are going to get in.
Jerry, we've seen some crazy games in the SEC. Last night, what we saw, Alabama and Auburn, and the LSU slipping up just a little bit the other day. Just what do you think of that race, and who do you like coming out of that league?
I don't like any of them. Somebody's got to win, I suppose. I mean, Auburn finds ways to win. By the way, that was their 3rd straight overtime game, I think, last night. 4th out of 5, and 5 total on the season, and they've won all of them.
They win.
That's what you call playing with fire. But yeah, I think the best team is probably Kentucky. Certainly, they have the best talent. They don't always show up, but they've been better at that lately. I think in the end, it's probably Kentucky. But Auburn is good. LSU is good. I don't have much for anybody else in that league, although 1 or 2 of them may end up making the tournament.
I'm going to switch on you to end. Mel Tucker goes from Colorado to Michigan State hours after doing a radio tour in Denver saying that he's committed, he's not going anywhere. And I firmly believe he turned down the job, and Michigan State panicked a little bit. And they came back to him and said, well, what if we give you $5.5 million a year?
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and I firmly believe that. What do you think of the way it all went down? And there's been so much chatter about it and about transfer portals. Just your thought on that whole situation.
Well, I mean, look, D'Antonio's leaving when he did.
$4.3 million.
Was definitely going to mess up more than just Michigan State.
That's right.
And the ones who lose in all of this are the players, right? The players who committed to Michigan State to play for D'Antonio are not going to play for D'Antonio and can't do anything about it. And the players who committed to play for Colorado and Coach Tucker are not going to play for him.
And very possibly, Boise State or Air Force, right? Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. And it's the chain of events. Part of this problem is the early signing period is right in the middle of the coaching carousel, and part of it is, even by old standards, D'Antonio's move was just late, but, coaches have the freedom to move. Players do not. That's always been the problem. That's always been a problem.
Yeah, so we had this conversation real quick, and JJ thinks my fear is misguided, and it may be. If you allow players one free move without having to sit out a transfer year, my fear is that the group of 5 becomes, and in football and in the lower tiers outside the power conferences, become a minor league. And you have a Josh Allen at Wyoming who has a great sophomore year, and Colorado or UCLA or Cal says, oh, look at that, and they can go in and poach them. And the group of 5, my fear is you would get just all your talent poached. And if you're going to tell me that they're all FCS schools, but yet they're not playing on an even field, it almost feels like that's a safeguard for that. Am I way overreacting to that?
I would say so, because there's only so many guys and so many places to go. So it's not like all of a sudden 50 guys are going to leave group of 5 conferences and find homes. You might have a few, but I don't think you're talking about, just a complete migration, because there just aren't going to be that many places to go.
Yeah, it's interesting. All right, enjoy the weekend. You in New York this weekend, or are you home this weekend?
No, I am home. I don't go back to New York until March, and then I'll be there for the first 2 weeks of March.
So you stay there, or you go back and forth?
No, I'll be out there the whole time.
It's good living on a company
the 3rd through Selection Sunday.
Yeah, but they buy your makeup and they apply it for you, and it's it's good living when it's like that.
Yeah, if I did it myself, I'd look like the Joker or something. It would really be bad.
It'd be actually kind of cool. All right, enjoy the weekend. We'll catch up with you next week. Always appreciate your time.
All right, thanks.
See you. He is Jerry Palm, CBSSports.com. You read him every single day over there. And he has somebody professionally apply his makeup. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
At New Mexico Highlands University,
Sports Animal time is 8:42. Let's take our final look at this morning's roads. We're still seeing some minor delays from an accident eastbound on McMahon. That's just east of Unser. We have a crash eastbound 40, that's just east of 98th Street, blocking the left lane. We have an accident southbound Coors, just south of Irving. We have an accident eastbound I-40, just east of Unser. And we have an accident eastbound I-40 between the river and Rio Grande, blocking 3 right lanes, so expect some delays. And if you do see any other accidents, please give us a call at the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 in Comanche. Think about your pets on these cold, wintry nights. Clark's Pet Emporium does. Clark's has supplies like custom dog houses, heated water bowls, and beds, and a huge selection of coats and sweaters. Clark's Pet Emporium on Lomas west of San Mateo, Manal at Wantabo, and at clarkspets.com. From the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center, I'm Mike Turman with your sports animal traffic.
Life doesn't stop for cold, so neither should you. Dayquil Severe provides maximum strength relief for your worst cold and flu symptoms, so you can get through your day like a champion. Dayquil Severe, the daytime, coughing, aching, stuffy head power through your day medicine.
Hey, this is Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. Quicken Loans is celebrating our best quarter ever, and now we're celebrating some of the lowest refinancing rates ever. Rates have dropped so much that many Americans can reduce their rate. You may be able to save money on your monthly mortgage payment right now. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.99%. APR 4.23%. Call us at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com to learn more.
Rates subject to change. Pay 2% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Do you get into bed and find your mind still going? If so, try ZzzQuil Pure Z's liquid melatonin. It's made with an optimal level of melatonin for no next day grogginess. Pure Z's liquid melatonin, because sleep is a beautiful thing, at stores now.
What you gotta do is give me some money, okay?
Get your share of free money. Your chance to win just by listening and texting. Listen for the national keyword at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. When you hear it, text the national keyword to 95819, and you could win $1,000. It's that easy. You're listening anyway. You love to text, and you like getting paid. We can't make it any easier than that. For complete rules and information, visit our website, sportsanimalabq.com. Free money. Free money. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
At Staples, save up to 40% all month on select chairs like desk or executive chairs for the office and gaming chairs for home. If you are outfitting your home, your office, or your home office, hurry into Staples. There's a whole lot more in store. Offer ends 2/29/20 while supplies last. Staples.
Because lives matter, results matter. $12.5 million settlement for a Glasheen, Vaez, and Inderman injury lawyer's client, resulting from a wrongful death company vehicle wreck. Call Glasheen, Vaez, and Inderman, 243-7200.
Save thousands on GMC Sierra half-ton SLE crew cabs at Quality on Lomas. During February, they start at just $36,960. Quality Buick GMC, Lomas in Pennsylvania.
Quality by DiLorenzo.
QualityDeal.com.
Open your heart this Valentine's Day and help those living with ALS. The ALS Association invites you to join them for fashion, food, music, and fun. Presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka and wines from Noble Vines Collection Winery, the Hearts on Your Sleeve Jeff Highlander Benefit Fashion Show takes place on February 13th at Hotel Albuquerque. Check out up-and-coming artist Mira Godo and Christian Lopez as they perform brand new music, or meet Skylar Shea from Grey's Anatomy. Grab your best girlfriends or bring your sweetheart and help us end ALS. Visit alsanm.org for ticket information.
Ron Peterson Firearms has been in business for over 50 years, offering one of the largest selections of new and used firearms and modern firearms accessories and ammunition. See for yourself why Ron Peterson Firearms is the most trusted gun shop in New Mexico, located in the historic Nob Hill District on Central, just east of Washington.
The Home Depot has a secret recipe for new kitchen appliances, up to 40% off appliance special buys, like a stainless steel Whirlpool kitchen package for only $18.98. You get a side-by-side refrigerator, electric range, dishwasher, microwave, and for a limited time, over $1,000 off. Guess the secret's out. Save now on a Whirlpool kitchen, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only, gas extra. See store for details. Valid through February 26th.
This is Jesse's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
As a nurse, not making it to work was not an option. But driving through the snow with my wiper blades struggling, I just didn't feel safe. So I pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts, and before I knew it, an employee was offering to install the wiper blades on my car. I got to stay out of the snow for a moment, and I still made it to work on time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Back at it tomorrow. What day is tomorrow? No, Saturday. Today's not Friday yet. Saturday, Lobos and UNLV over at Dreamstyle Arena. The Pit. 4 o'clock on 96.3 News Radio KKOB. At the same time, we'll have the ladies here on the Sports Animal. 2460610. Come on in today. 888-922-0610. Your emails come in, jeff@610knml.com. James says the women are in a world of hurt, but last night Nikki said on the broadcast that clubs around the Mountain West don't want to face them in the Thomas and Mack Center. Really? Okay. Maybe that's right. We don't want to play anyone. The Cupid Shuffle. You ready? This is from Jason. Good morning, OD in the AM. Micah, my guy, 3 years and no ring and no Valentine's plan for such. Brah. Easy, Jason.
Wow.
Easy on the ring, man. You know, why the band's happy. Let him be happy.
Jeez.
I admire your onions, my friend. Okay, so I remember giving young Mr. Buck a poem on that fateful V-Day when he needed to bring it. Everybody remembers you got to bring it. So it's time to help the OD's new pledge. So here we go. Are we living in a dream, girl? I wrote this poem in place of diamonds and pearls. This Valentine's Day with you is the best by far, rivaled only if Thomas Brady chose to wear the blue star. This Colorado guy likes ranch and you. Here is my poem from me to you.
Put it on the box.
There you go. You ready? I mean, it's done. You got it. Jason just took care of it. Crimsonally, Jason.
Got my notepad out.
I'll send it to you. Are we living in a dream, girl? I wrote this poem in place of diamonds and pearls. This Valentine's Day with you is the best by far, rivaled only if Thomas Brady chose to wear the blue star. This Colorado guy likes ranch and you. Here is my poem from me to you. I mean, rhyming you with you is... I did it at the end. Here is my poem from me to Y-O-U. I guess you could rhyme the word you with the letter U. All right. So it's there for you for the taking.
It's ready to go.
Thomas Brady ready to go. All right. Whew. Fellas, I'm listening, waiting for one who likes Valentine's Day. Went through the sales pit, not one there either. Even the women don't like it. What do we? You know what? What if instead of petitioning to get rid of the time change, somebody petitioned to get rid of Valentine's Day? Who was Saint Valentine anyway? Did you know it was Saint Valentine's Day? Come on, hit me with some momentum.
The Saint of Love, I would assume.
Some call me the Saint of Love. Woo, woo. Some people call me Maurice. So, instead of, what do you think? Come on, man. Flower Industries is going, shut that guy up.
Yep.
Don't we advertise on that station?
My wife just asked what I want for Valentine's Day.
What'd you tell her? You don't have to tell me.
I said I wanted like the Red Baron frozen pizzas or snacks. Simple.
Snacks. Just pack me a lunch to go to Clovis with Steve
snack
Davis.
Packs.
Snack packs. Are those the puddings? Look, they go.
It's the little things.
I loved snack packs when I was a kid. Chocolate or tapioca?
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Maybe Charmin. Some Charmin for the house. My personal batch of Charmin toilet paper.
You can't share that?
Uh-uh.
Why not?
It's
because I just ate a Red Baron pizza. That's why. All right. I'm sorry I've done this to our show today. I really am. I apologize. This is all on me. My sincerest apologies to you.
I'm just thinking of snacks now.
I know.
Want some snacks.
I know.
How about the return of Dunkaroos?
What is Dunkaroos?
One of the best snacks ever. They were cookie packs that you dunked in frosting. They all came in one. Amazing.
Really?
They're making a comeback.
Yeah.
You know those?
Oh yeah.
What kind? Like you could choose your flavor frosting?
Yeah, it's just vanilla or chocolate, but they'll just.
What kind of cookies? Like little.
The sugar cookies, and you just dipped them in the frosting and just mixed it down. Boom.
How many came in a pack?
They're pretty small.
You can. How many? So you would eat a bunch of Dunkaroos at once.
Oh, I'd eat a whole box.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn! It's 7 a.m. Yes, Dunkaroos. All right, I'm down.
1 minute.
I'm down with it. All right, you headed down to Cruces. This weekend will be a good time for you. Aggies will play Utah Valley State. They're still undefeated in WAC play. And on Saturday night down there, they are going to honor the 50th anniversary of their Final Four team. Final Four teams from the 69-70 Final Four team and the 1970-71 NCAA tournament team, both of which coached by Lou Henson, will be recognized at halftime with all 9 living members there. We're going to talk with Mario Mocha. He's the athletic director down at New Mexico State. When we come back on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Lava Rock Brewing Company, conveniently located on Albuquerque's west side, just south of I-40. You can come on in, enjoy our pizza, pasta, burgers, and more by Matucci's. It's all at Lava Rock. Lava Rock Brewing Company, come on in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales. The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green.
And keep the community green as well.
Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment.
You trash it,
we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits and not just a job at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 50.
He's coming up down in Las Cruces tonight. The Aggies, 19-6 overall, 10-0. Winners of 13 straight, 14 of the last 15. Back at it in the whack at it. They take on Seattle tonight. And then Saturday afternoon, Utah Valley will be in, and they're going to do a celebration with all 9 living members of the Final Four team in New Mexico State 50 years ago. And in between, isn't it nice how they scheduled Valentine's in between so Mario can go do basketball on Thursday and Friday and make sure he takes care of his Valentine's Day duties on Friday in between. It's perfect because, all guys love Valentine's Day. He's the athletic director at New Mexico State. Mario Mocha is with us on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Good day, sir. How you living?
You know, doing well, except Pistol Pete Chick, otherwise known as Heidi, will be in Phoenix with Twitterless Addie for a volleyball tournament on Valentine's Day. So I will spend it at home opening baseball and softball.
Yeah, I'm sure you're heartbroken. Are you a guy? I've yet to find a guy who loves Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's kind of in between things, but you're incumbent. You know, at the radio show yesterday, Heidi sent me a dozen roses, but they were made of bacon. So bacon roses, and I proceeded to eat every one. So I'm lucky I'm here today.
Where'd you find bacon roses?
Yeah, there's some lady in Las Cruces who makes 12, she'll roll up those little pieces of bacon and stick them in like a pretend flour thing, and you can just go to town on those things. It's the greatest gift ever.
Yeah, that's delicious. Did you dip them in ranch, or what would you do?
You know what? I just ate them raw. Yeah, it was like oysters. I just couldn't stop.
It's like oysters. I just couldn't stop. All right, you guys, hey, you're rolling, man. Basketball, right now, Jerry Palm's got you as a 13 seed. You are winners of 13 straight, still unbeaten in the WAC. The last 5 it's interesting because you've got 2 teams who are tough, Seattle and Utah Valley, and then the road trip to Grand Canyon, and I know they're down a little, but that's always a tough place to go. Then you got to go to Bakersfield, who really pushed you on your floor. You got to go to their blue floor where you pulled a miracle out last year, and then home for the second place team. Haven't wrapped it up yet, but it's been a good basketball season with a lot of intrigue still left.
Yeah, it's been exciting, and, I got a chance to travel with the team for a couple of road games, and one of the things that's interesting, and, the WAC last year was about middle of the pack. I think they were ranked 16th out of the 32 leagues. Right. So we are cognizant, we're not rolling up against San Diego State and St. Mary's every night, but man, when we go on the road, it is like we're the Yankees. I mean, every game is the sellout. It's the whiteout. It's this. And I think, and everybody gives you your best punch too. And I think that toughens you up, even if maybe you're not going up against, that level of competition night after night. You're getting an A game and an A crowd. So I think that, helps kind of make the team a little tougher down the stretch.
That's what happens when you've been the bullies of this league for so long. He's Mario Mocha, the athletic director at New Mexico State.
Well, Mario, of course, you guys have the big weekend coming up, but what have you thought about the response from the community this season, specifically going back to the Grand Canyon game and the kind of crowd that you were able to get for that one?
Yeah, gee, it was 13,900. I mean, the place was packed to the rafters. We honored our 1977 Missouri Valley Conference champs. The whole team came back. So it was a really special thing. And obviously, Coach Jans loves that. The current student athletes love it. And everybody talks about it like, man, I remember this is like the old days. So while I'm not prepared to break the news, we're going to roll something out similar to that for one of the last couple games. But, we try to do as many things as we can to offer, to get people to come into the Pan Am. Every game we've got $5 lower level tickets. We carve out one section that has 172 seats. So at 8:30 this morning, they went on sale. At 11 a.m. Saturday, they'll go on sale. So we're trying to be cognizant of what we need to do from a pricing standpoint here. We've got those $2 value-added concessions. So, you can't make all your money doing that, but we try to have a little something for everybody at Aggie men's basketball.
In sports, it always goes back to when and the people will show up. But when you have such a good product, what is it for you, your marketing staff, to continue to think along the lines and not just kind of get complacent, saying, "Hey, we're winning a bunch of games, so we're not going to do all these things"?
Yeah, I think, with our marketing staff, and we've got a small staff, we kind of think of it like 15 separate parties that we're throwing. So at tonight's game at 7 o'clock, we're giving away 1,000 hats. That's the fourth time we've done that, and everybody loves the hats that we give away. We've got the wiener dog race at halftime, so there's 3 separate heats of wiener dogs, and then we'll have the gold, silver, and bronze. So, you're always doing something aside from your standard T-shirt tosses and all the other stuff that we're doing, and the recognitions. And then Saturday, obviously, I'm a big believer in bringing teams back, and while it's difficult with a really small staff, we brought back our 77 team. Now, last weekend we had the Roadrunner. We had 40-plus women's basketball players come back from the very first team in the 70s and to the 80s and 90s. It was great to have them back, and now this is kind of the cherry on top, having, the 9 living members of the Final Four team come back with Rob Evans will be back, who is a former player and assistant coach on that team. And then, while Lou is unable to travel, I know we're working with our friends from Illinois. Lou's going to, do a little video message for us. So I'm really excited about, with the 50th anniversary, you could probably argue this may be the last time this group will be together, certainly in front of the fans. So, hopefully everybody comes out at 4 p.m. And what's the cherry on top, too, is after the game, we're going to take one half of courtside, and the 9 members of the Final Four team will be autographing the poster that we made for them for all fans. And then on the other half, we do this annual caricature poster. We've got a great artist who does the guys in a caricature form, and the current team will be autographing on the other side. So it's going to be a wonderful experience, and the team's playing well, and hopefully the fans appreciate that.
He's Mario Mocha, the athletic director at New Mexico State, on Saturday at the Pan Am Center. Remembering 50 years ago, the Aggies were ranked 4th in the nation. Aggies were ranked 4th in the nation going to the NCAA tournament, and they were joined at Cole Fieldhouse at the time by then top-ranked UCLA, St. Bonaventure, and Jacksonville. That was the Artis Gilmore, Artis Gilmore Jacksonville
I think
team.
That's right.
Artis Gilmore's Jacksonville team. Aggies drew UCLA. They were led by John Wooden, of course, and New Mexico State got beat 93-77 by the eventual champions UCLA in then they played the third place game back when they had the third place game and beat St. Bonaventure 79-73 in that third place game back in 1970. Mario, getting all these guys together, I'm going to guess it wasn't easy, but I'm also going to imagine when you reached out to these guys to come back, the response had to be favorable, and to get all 9 living members back in the same building at one time is really, really special.
Yeah, it is, and our director of special events, Nicole Gomez, did a tremendous job. But let me just share with you real quick. Here's where the 9 members were from when we recruited them. So Jimmy Collins, I'm not going to read all the names, but you got Syracuse, New York, Camden, New Jersey, Yonkers, New York, San Miguel, New Mexico, Syracuse, El Paso, Texas, Albany, New York, Syracuse again, and Las Cruces. So you kind of had New York and Las Cruces. But that's where those guys are from. There's 3 members not with us. Sam Lacey, obviously a first-team All-American, and then Milt Horn, who was also from Albany, and Bill Moore, who is from Deming. Those are the 3 that aren't with us any longer. But they're that's where they were recruiting back then. It's kind of interesting. It's wonderful that they'll be back, and they were very excited. And we'll have a little private event for them on Friday, and then kind of unveil them to the public on Saturday. Jan's invited them to watch shoot around, and some of them are throwing out the first pitch. We've got home opening baseball this weekend, so we're going to keep them on their toes, doing a lot of stuff while they're in town.
How do current student athletes respond to that? Because 50 years ago, I don't remember it, let alone do they remember it. But to get a little piece of history of what came before them, I would hope it would mean something to them.
Well, every year we've brought back, last year we, Jeff, as you know, you've been in the Pan Am. When I got here, we had this one kind of crummy banner, NCA. It just had the things, it was like made of vinyl. And I said, hey, we need to get real banners. And, we couldn't afford to do every year. The very first year we did the Final Four and the 30s through the 50s when we were in the Border Conference. Last year we did all of the 60s, and this year we're doing the 70s. So the guys are now used to having people come in and talk to them from bygone era. One of my classmates here, Tommy Shepard, who is a St. Pius football player and played football for the Aggies, he's the GM of the Washington Wizards. He came down last year when he got his Distinguished Alum Award. So we try to put people in front of our guys that have a history with New Mexico State, have a history with basketball. So they're a little used to seeing former players come through, in addition to some of the younger guys as well.
I think it's great. No, I think you get knowing where you're coming from. All right, tickets are on sale. How do people get a hold of them if there's Aggie alum or people who want to go down and just be a part of this? How do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, nmstatesports.com. They can just go up to the Pan Am box office, or they can call 646-1420 and pick up tickets. And then while they're here, Thursday tonight at 7, Saturday is a 4 o'clock start, and then we've got softball all weekend. We're off to a great start there with our coach having her 500th win. You got baseball, a consensus All-American with Nick Gonzalez from Vail, Arizona. All 5 major publications have him as a first-team All-American. And a kind of a shoe-in for a first-round pick. And there's a lot of excitement here in Aggie land about all the stuff that's going on.
All right, enjoy that. And if there's any bacon roses, enjoy that as well.
Yeah, I would have saved one for JJ, but I actually ate. I shared 2 of them. I just got to be honest with you. I ate 10, which I know is grossly unhealthy, but I made up for it by walking on the treadmill 1 mile. So I'm pretty sure that equals it out.
I think that's fair.
All right, enjoy the weekend. It's a really big deal, and keep it rolling. We'll catch up with you soon. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
He's Mario Mocha, the athletic director down there. I'm a big advocate of bringing back players from bygone era. 50-year anniversary of the Final Four. Artis Gilmore, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in that Final Four. I'm pretty sure in this. No, it was after him. It was after him.
Sidney Wicks.
Sidney Wicks' team.
Henry Bibby. Yeah. Curtis Rowe.
Dang. Yeah. No, those were some. That's what it was. New Mexico State, Jacksonville, St. Bonaventure, and UCLA. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
What you gotta do is give me some money, okay?
Get your share of free money. Your chance to win just by listening and texting. Listen for the national keyword at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. When you hear it, text the national keyword to 95819, and you could win $1,000.
It's that easy.
You're listening anyway. You love to text.
And you like getting paid.
We can't make it any easier than that.
For complete rules and information, visit our website, sportsanimalabq.com.
Free money. Free money.
95.9 FM and AM 610, The
Sports Animal.
Yeah, so Aiden's coffee spot is really undope. They asked what they can get me, and I'm like, the code to the bathroom. Stop trying to sell me something.
No matter how hard you work for your small business, online reviewers will find something to complain about.
Also, the Wi-Fi password was too hard to spell, and I can, totally spell stuff.
And while Progressive can't save you from these trolls, we can help you save money on commercial, auto, and business insurance.
They didn't have any cups out for the free cream, so I just drank it out of the pitcher.
Get a quote online today at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliated and third-party insurers.
I'm not a big talker. I am a big doer. But sometimes the only way to solve the problem is to get on the horn and figure it out. So the only people I like talking to? Grainger. With knowledgeable product experts, ready with the answers to my toughest questions, calling Grainger is the one conversation I don't mind having. From machining and motor parts to valves and vacuum pumps. When it comes to solving my problems, Grainger's got my back. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by to see for yourself. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Dear Wallet, Toyota President's Day is on. Load up on style, load up on comfort, load up on adventure, and load up on savings. Hurry in during Toyota President's Day and get a historic deal before it's history. See you soon. Your new Toyota. Right now, get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2020 Corolla with $1,748 per thousand borrowed. Or get $1,250 cash back on a new Corolla. Offers end March 2nd. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
APR and approved credit from Toyota Financial Services. Cashback savings from Toyota Motor Sales USA Inc. Does not include college, grad, or military rebate. Must be applied to the transaction. No cash payment will be made to consumer. Excludes hybrid. Varies by region. See dealer for details. Offers end March 2nd.
Visit Toyota of Santa Fe, Larry H. Miller Toyota Albuquerque, or Larry H. Miller American Toyota. For more information, visit Toyota.com. Toyota.
Sandia Resort and Casino invites you to get your green on during their annual Blarney Bash, March 13th at 8 p.m. You won't want to miss one of rock's most celebrated acts, Queensryche. Together with 80s female favorites Vixen. Tickets are on sale now for only $45 at the Sandia Resort and Casino box office or online at sandiacasino.com. Blarney Bash, March 13th.
Valentine's Day is Friday, February 14th. Say I love you early with flowers from People's Flowers. People's Flowers carries a stunning selection of classic fresh-cut roses, as well as a variety of beautiful floral arrangements. Place your order early and have your arrangement delivered early, so your loved one can enjoy them all through the holiday. Shop in store or at any of People's Flowers' 5 locations. People's delivers locally or around the world. Flowers say it all. Peoples makes the difference.
Bridgeport's President's Day celebration is underway. Come see us. We've got a great selection of safety certified used vehicles right now at the Super Corner. All safety certified by Ridgeford Master Technicians. Every one of them comes with a 2-year, 100,000-mile warranty, whichever comes first. And with our pricing strategy, it makes financing easy with our banks, credit unions, and Ford Motor Credit. Dennis, tell us about all these vehicles.
We have an 07 Toyota 4Runner Limited for only $14,995. A 14 Toyota Sienna for only $15,995. And a 17 Toyota Corolla for $15,995, or a 15 model Ford Explorer for $16,314. It's an XLT, a 2012 Jeep Wrangler for $17,995. We have an 18 Kia Sportage LX for only $17,995, and a 2019 Ford Chevy Malibu for $19,995.
It's a President's Day celebration at Rich Ford, New Mexico's most trusted Ford dealer. And with our banks, credit unions, and Ford Motor Credit, financing's always easy at Rich Ford. At the corner of Lomas and Wyoming Northeast, rich-ford.com, and we're open Sunday.
Valentine's Day will be more special when you take a ride on us. The Sports Animal is partnered with Dos Equis, Admiral Beverage Corporation, Bernalillo County, and Uber to help end DWI. Since you have planned a romantic dinner you're going to drink, open the Uber app now and enter the code LOVE2020 and request an Uber, and we'll pay up to $10 for your ride. This offer is good for the first 800 people who use the code Friday, February 14th through 3 a.m. on Sunday, February 16th. Together, we can end DWI.
Night Ranger, live in concert, playing all their hits, plus deep cuts from their catalog. Night Ranger, live. Friday, April 3rd, 8 p.m., the all-new Isleta Casino Showroom. Reserve seat tickets on sale now at the Isleta box office or isleta.com. Do not miss Night Ranger live. Isleta Resort and Casino, where the fun begins.
Albuquerque's Lobo Station, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Hey, no one does home equity loans and lines of credit like Kirtland Federal Credit Union. Home equity is the value in your home. A home equity loan or line of credit lets you turn that value into cash or credit. Does your home need a new bathroom, maybe a kitchen, just some upgrades? Check out Kirtland Federal Credit Union's home equity offerings. With Kirtland Federal Credit Union, there are zero, that means none, closing costs. That could save you thousands of dollars on your home equity loan or line of credit. It's easy to apply, and you can use your cash or credit for anything, an upgrade, an event, any expense you may have. Stop by and see the experts at the Kirtland Federal Credit Union Home Loan Center at the corner of Jefferson and Osuna. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, they are more than military. They are for life. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender. Federally insured by the NCUA. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Micah, and J-Pole still looking for one dude. One who likes Valentine's Day. One.
I think there's a lot of just dealing with it, like just getting by. It is what it is. Do what you got to do.
Yep. I missed this. Bill said on the Aggie New Player, asked the New Mexico State AD about their new basketball transfer. Rapist, question mark, according to an article in the paper today. What did I miss?
I don't know.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I just saw that, so I didn't see it. Joseph's lasting legacy to the OD is the hoe JJ's going to bring it. Oh, from Valentine, you got a Valentine's Day hoe tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hoe on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, lines up nicely.
Yeah, does it?
Yes.
Not sure I understand. Yeah. Why?
Ho.
Ho. All right. Here it is. So New Mexico State added a forward, or a transfer from Oklahoma State. He was accused of rape. I guess it was in the Las Cruces Sun News. It was a freshman at Oklahoma State named Marcus Watson. He's enrolled at New Mexico State. He was the 45th overall prospect, number 8 shooting guard in last year's class, 6'6", 215. According to Jans, they conducted an extensive background check before allowing him to attend New Mexico State. The deal is he left the Oklahoma State team in October. A female student, according to the story, filed an emergency protective order against him, accused him of rape, but in November, the district attorney's office decided against pressing criminal charges. That's according to an Oklahoma State fan website. So they've got a transfer, evidently a really good player. This is a conversation where you don't know and I don't know, right? This is transfer portal, second chance. It sounds like he'll be eligible probably next year, right? If he sat out all this year, he'll be eligible next season. And I don't know the young man. Seems like Chris has done a pretty good job with transfers. Terrell Brown seems like he's been a pretty good citizen since he's been at New Mexico State, correct?
Yeah.
Other transfers, I haven't heard of off-court issues at New Mexico State, have you, since Chris has been there? And again, all of you, you've got the J.J. Caldwell stuff, and there's been a lot of you who are saying, hey, he hasn't been proven guilty. Why isn't he playing? I would assume you would feel the same way about this young man, right? There were charges. The DA didn't didn't go forward with them, drop the charges. So, but yeah, sorry, I missed seeing that beforehand, Bill. Sorry about that. 505-246-0610 is the Quan's Auto Care hotline, 888-922-0610. I've asked you a couple questions this morning. Looking for gentlemen who like Valentine's Day.
Who likes Valentine's Day?
I've asked for those.
Not my wallet.
For those of you who have lost your mind over the new name on Ice.
I haven't heard anything about that. Like, it's so easy for people to jump on Twitter and Facebook and make some
No, that's right.
snarky comment, but there's really no one describes why they feel that way.
And that's been my question. Why are you so angry? What do you care that it's now called Rio Grande or
Still
Rio
going to
Grande?
call it Isotopes Park. You're
That's
still
right.
going to call it the Lab. You still call it Journal Pavilion.
Yeah, that's right. Like why all of a sudden you've lost your mind? And not all of you, but I saw the social media.
And a lot of people that react that way when something is named differently.
Well, I was in the coffee room. I was getting coffee, and one of our salespeople says, "It's just so stupid." And I'm like, "Well, why? Why do you care? It's just so long." I said, then "Don't call it that." It doesn't roll off the tongue. Then you're still going to call it Isotopes Park, right? You're still going to go. It's just, I mean, why do you care? There's a company that's doing well enough to be able to do it, and the Isotopes will benefit. She's like, I really like your beard.
Changing the subject.
Yeah, all right. So I guess I'm right. Astros and their owner and their players have spoken today. They apologized in brief statements for the sign-stealing deal. Alex Bregman, quote, I am really sorry about the choices that were made by my team, by the organization, and by me. I have learned from this, and I hope to regain the trust of baseball fans, end quote. Jose Altuve said that they had a great meeting on Wednesday night. The whole Astros organization feels bad for what happened in 2017. Quote, I especially feel remorse for the impact on our fans and the game of baseball, end quote. Certainly different than what they said previously. George Springer said we are all responsible. Justin Verlander, quote, once I spent some time and understood what was happening, I wish I had said more. I can't go back and reverse my decision. I wish I had said more, and I didn't, end quote. Dusty Baker's their new manager. I asked the baseball world to forgive them, not us, them for the mistakes they made. And Jim Crane.
I like that. I was like, I'm just here for a year. Put a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah.
It ain't me, yo.
Yeah, don't put that mess on me. No, I didn't do this.
I just came out of retirement for a year. Not my problem.
Jim Crane is the owner. He apologized and vowed, quote, this will never again happen on my watch, end quote. But he also, when asked if they should keep their World Series championship, this is the owner now, quote, our opinion that this didn't impact the game. We had a good team. We won the World Series, and we'll leave it at that. End quote. Really? It did not impact the game? Paul, good morning.
How you doing, Jeff?
Good, Paul. How you doing?
All right. So you don't have anybody who really likes Valentine's Day, I hear.
No, I'm looking for a gentleman who likes Valentine's Day. You like Valentine's Day?
I think I might be the guy, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
A golf analogy, okay? Being a golf pro out at the Canning Club.
Yeah.
So virtually every week there's a golf tournament on TV, right? But when it comes to the Masters weekend, that's something extra special.
Ooh.
And that's my analogy to Valentine's Day.
So Valentine's Day is the Masters of Love.
There you go.
All right, I'm down.
Okay.
It's a major. I got it.
Yeah,
So like
it
her
is-
birthday,
it
your
is-
anniversary, and Valentine's Day are majors.
I'm right there with you.
All right, I'm down. It's a good way to look at it, Paul. It makes me feel better.
A good one.
Did the price of golf balls go up, though, on Valentine's Day or just flowers?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Some guy told me that only the price of flowers and candy go up, but do the price of golf balls go up?
Not here, no.
No, go out to Candy Club and buy your golf balls.
Yeah, it's a little snowy out here. I think the course is closed today, but
Can I come out and play on Sunday?
you should be. I'll be here.
I'll see you Sunday. Thanks,
Okay.
Paul. I'll see you.
See ya.
There you go. That's good. So Paul says
I like
it's like a major, right? Every day, it's a regular tournament, but this is the Masters of Love. All right. When we come back, you'll meet the newest United player, Joris Allenve will be with us. Is it Joris? We'll ask him. I want him to say his name. So because I'm sure we've been butchering it. Is that fair?
That is very fair.
Joris. That's my guess because he's French. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Your home for Lobo Talk is the...
burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Lava Rock Brewing Company, conveniently located on Albuquerque's west side, just south of I-40. You can come on in, enjoy our pizza, pasta, burgers, and more by Matucci's. It's all at Lava Rock. Lava Rock Brewing Company. Come on in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7
V Unidos. Getting closer and closer to the March 7th kickoff of second season of New Mexico United Soccer. It's the opening drive. Glad you're with us on this beautiful Thursday. Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck. United announced their 23rd roster player for this season, pending league and federation approval, of course. I wonder if he knows the whole process on that. But they announced it's a rookie midfielder who hails from France, who played collegiately at Indiana and Florida International. Joris Allenvy joins us on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Good morning, Joris. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. I'm doing good, thank you.
So we've been going back and forth on pronunciation, and we don't want to butcher your name. How do you say your name, just so we know it's right?
So it's pronounced Joris Allenvy.
See, I was right. Did I do all right with that? I was close?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think you were close.
Nice.
You're good.
I think you were close. You're all right. All right, well, welcome. Yeah. How did it all come about? How do you end up signing with this club and you know, at this point in the preseason?
So Coach Lecizne reached out to me a couple of weeks ago after the end of the college season, and he just presented me the project, talked to me about the culture and the environment, the team, and everything, and I was pretty excited about it. But then I got drafted and went to FC Cincinnati for a couple weeks. But we already agreed with the coach that if I wasn't signing there, I would come here. And I'd say, unfortunately, I didn't sign for Cincinnati, but I signed here, so it's all good for me. It's a good thing. I'm very excited to be here.
Yurice, JJ Buck here. What the kind of the range of emotions from being selected? You're the 53rd selection in the past MLS Super Draft to having that opportunity, but then coming to New Mexico United. What have the last month or two been like for you in your transition to being a professional?
It's been overwhelming. It's a all different level, all different world. I was very excited when I got drafted, obviously. And then I went into preseason. It went really well. Obviously, it was a new environment, very different for college. But I used to play in a pro environment before I come to the U.S. back in France. So I was kind of used to it. And then coming here is I'd say it's just pretty much the same thing. I think it's the right step for me. I've been playing college for 4 years. So I just feel ready now. And obviously, it's very good, and I'm very excited.
Whereas you spent last season at Indiana, but you started your collegiate career at FIU. What brought you to FIU to play collegiate soccer?
So 4 years ago, I was back home, and I was playing in Montpellier, which is a League One club, and they didn't extend my contract when I was there. So then some guy came up to me and talked to me about the college project, which I don't know about. I didn't know anything about it. And I did a showcase back home in Paris where several coaches were there. And FIU assistant coach at the time, Kevin Nyland, was really interested in me. And he came up to me, explained me the project and how everything works with college and with the education on the side and everything. And obviously, I wanted to pursue my education. So for me, it was a very good opportunity to be able to play soccer at the higher level, discover a new culture, and also pursue my education and get a degree. So that's how it happened.
He is the newest United member. Joris Allenby just signed. The Ice Hopes will play their second season starting next month at Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park. What did you know about United? Here they are, a second-year club in USL. What did you know about them before Troy reached out to you?
Honestly, I didn't know much. I knew that they had a very good run in the US Open Cup, beating a few MLS teams, and then also knew that they had a lot of fans, probably the best fans in the league, and that's pretty much what I knew about the club before coach contacted me.
You've done a little run. I mean, from France to Florida to Indiana to Ohio, now to New Mexico. You've got a whole lot of different American cultures, haven't you?
I do.
Did you realize when you, because I think Americans probably, if they go over to France, they don't realize, well, the south of France is different from the northern part of the country. There's different cultures. Did you realize there were so many different cultures? I mean, Florida is different than Indiana, than it certainly is New Mexico. How have you enjoyed that, and did you realize it was so different in this country?
I did realize that there was a bunch of different cultures within the country. Obviously, America is such a big country that I was expecting it. But, I mean, Florida is very multicultural. A lot of people from different countries, different path, and then to Indiana, which is a bit different, more countryside, and but still very good with a good soccer culture too. And then Ohio, I didn't get to discover it a lot because we were in preseason in Arizona. But I mean, very different too. And then coming here, obviously different as well, especially the environment. So
no doubt.
I mean, I do like it.
How long you been here?
That's why I came here too, to discover a bunch of different culture and new environments, new people. So I mean, very good. I like
Joris, how long you been in New Mexico? I mean, has it been a couple days? How long?
Yeah, I just got here 3 days ago, last Sunday night.
So there's going to be a lot to discover. No, that's cool. I mean, just from the people to the climate to the food to everything. It's a different. It's really cool that you're able to do that, travel the world, and make a living and play a game that you love. I think that's great.
It is. I'm very grateful for all this, and I mean, I feel blessed, honestly, and yeah, I mean, I'm very happy to be here.
What have you thought about the soccer culture in America now that you've got a chance to experience it and play at the collegiate level? Now you're going to be part of the USL Championship. And what have you thought about it so far?
I think it's growing. It's growing. There's a lot of people that love soccer, and obviously it's a lot different from what we have in Europe and in France. But I think it's growing and it's developing. I think the USL is getting bigger. MLS obviously is getting bigger, and I mean, I'm very excited to discover this league. And I think I'd say from a culture standpoint, it's getting closer to what we have in Europe.
Interesting. Joris, appreciate you spending some time with us. Best of luck to you in this new endeavor with United, and we'll run into you sometime during the next few months.
For sure. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your call.
Joris Allenvie, the newest member of New Mexico United, a rookie midfielder. It's kind of cool, man. I mean, you can live out that dream and run around another country and learn cultures and make a living.
Yeah, and we're seeing that a lot more. And I know collegiate soccer over the last few years has always been brought up in the hierarchy of American soccer. Like, what's the process? You're trying to develop stars. Everyone's caught up on the U.S. men's national team, but it's been a really good avenue for people that have grown up overseas and go into these academies, and youth players that don't quite catch on or get a professional contract. They're able to come over here, be a student athlete, and then go pro in USL, MLS, the other leagues, and we've seen some really good success stories.
Yeah. All right, we got another segment for you if you want to get in. 505-246-0610 or 888-922-0610. I want to tell you about On the Spot Auto Detailing because they are terrific. Not only do they do an unbelievable job as far as detailing your vehicle, but they come to you, do it at your convenience. That means at your location, on your schedule. You want your car to look good, and it's hard, man. New Mexico roads are tough. Gravel roads, rock chips, there's bad drivers. You got to call On the Spot Auto Detailing. They'll protect your vehicle's paint from a regular wax job all the way to a ceramic coating. It lasts up to 5 years. You got a lot invested in your ride. Make sure you're protected, and don't take it just anywhere. On the Spot Auto Detailing comes to you. They go to your home, your office. They give it a thorough cleaning inside and out. That's the detailing. Stains, spills, pet hair, all of it's gone. Those big car washes, you'll wait in line. Hundreds of cars go through the thing every day, and unless they keep those brushes clean, they may scratch your paint, and they're done in like 7 minutes. 7 minutes! How good can that be? Certainly not as good as what On the Spot Auto Detailing will do. They'll spend an hour or more on your vehicle to get the job done right. Call On the Spot Auto Detailing. They're terrific. 859-2859. 859-2859. Or go to otsdetailing.com.
Hey guys, it's Peyton Manning. Did you know it's possible to refinance your mortgage without resetting your term? When you work with the team at American Financing, you can lower your rate, access cash, drop mortgage insurance, or consolidate debt without adding years to your loan. Call 800-535-2950 or apply online at AmericanFinancing.net. American Financing, America's home for home loans.
American Financing, NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Time for an oil change? Don't sweat it. We've got the deals to help you get even more out of that tax return. And get ready to take care of that oil change. Like a 5-quart jug of Castrol GTX high mileage motor oil for just $26.99. And next time, you can get what you need even faster. Just order online at AutoZone.com with our free same-day store pickup. Getting your job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
What you gotta do is give me some money, okay?
Get your share of free money. Your chance to win just by listening and texting. Listen for the national keyword at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. When you hear it, text the national keyword to 95819, and you could win $1,000. It's that easy. You're listening anyway. You love to text, and you like getting paid. We can't make it any easier than that. For complete rules and information, visit our website, sportsanimalabq.com. Free money. Free money. 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal.
You have to be up in 5 hours, 2 hours, 6 minutes. And when you hear, you realize that you haven't slept a wink. That's why there's ZzzQuil Pure Z's, a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally with no next-day grogginess. It's available in both liquid and gummies, tastes great, and is non-habit forming. Pick up ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vic ZzzQuil. ZzzQuil Pure Z's, naturally superior sleep. Available at retailers near you.
This is Jesse's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
As a nurse, not making it to work was not an option. But driving through the snow with my wiper blades struggling, I just didn't feel safe. So I pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts, and before I knew it, an employee was offering to install the wiper blades on my car. I got to stay out of the snow for a moment, and I still made it to work on time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Valentine's Day will be more special when you take a ride on us. The Sports Animal is partnered with Budweiser Drinkweiser, Premier Distributing Company, Bernalillo County, and Uber to help end DWI. Since you have planned a romantic dinner you're going to drink, open the Uber app now and enter the code LOVE2020 and request an Uber, and we'll pay up to $10 for your ride. This offer is good for the first 800 people who use the code Friday, February 14th through 3 a.m. on Sunday, February 16th. Together, we can end DWI.
Open your heart this Valentine's Day and help those living with ALS. The ALS Association invites you to join them for fashion, food, music, and fun. Presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka and wines from Noble Vines Collection Winery, the Hearts on Your Sleeve Jeff Highlander Benefit Fashion Show takes place on February 13th at Hotel Albuquerque. Check out up-and-coming artist Mira Godo and Christian Lopez as they perform brand new music, or meet Skylar Shea from Grey's Anatomy. Grab your best girlfriends or bring your sweetheart and help us end ALS. Visit alsanm.org for ticket information.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by my pancreas. It leads to diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools. The symptoms just don't go away.
But EPI can show up with even one symptom.
The good news? EPI is manageable.
But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific about the severity of your symptoms.
Visit identifyepi.com to learn more and use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Jalis. See, I was right. The R kind of comes from the throat, the French thing. Jalis. Jalis. We'll work on it.
Laurent Rivard.
I'll invent it.
Different.
Laurent Rivard. Yes. I wonder if he knows Laurent Rivard. Hey, you
all know each other, right?
You're from France. You know Laurent Rivard? What? Laurent Rivard. You remember the guy with three-pointer from Harvard. Yeah. What are you talking about? Laurent Rivard, the French. You don't know him? But you're from. He's from France and you're from France. All right, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Got a little time for you if you want to get in today. Emails have been coming in, Jeff at 610knml.com, JJ at 610knml.com. So we got one guy, one male, one gentleman who enjoys Valentine's Day.
I like the way you put it. It's major.
It's a great
point.
Way to look at it. No, and Paul's
the
good.
Season's always ongoing, but now it's like, all right.
Yeah, Paul's been on our show before. So Paul's the guy who
the red jacket's on the line.
When we go with the rules. Mm-hmm. Remember when the rules changed, and so Paul was the guy who came on and talked to us about the rules. He's terrific. But no, it's a good way. So look at tomorrow as there's golf tournaments every day. Every day is a tournament. Every day you play tournament. It's the Honda and it's the Fidelity, or I don't know if Fidelity's one, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, or whatever, the John Deere. But tomorrow's the Masters. Put on your green jacket. It's the U.S. Open. So there's 3 majors. It'd be her birthday and Valentine's Day and your anniversary.
Yeah.
All right. I'm down with that. On all of those days, you go Chick-fil-A and get a heart-shaped box of chicken nuggets. And J-Pole looked it up. And
I actually think what you need to do is just get all the heart-shaped things possible. Get the pizza, get the chicken nuggets.
How about the bacon flowers? The bacon roses?
Buffet.
Are you kidding me?
Do it all.
The Valentine's Day heart-shaped
So J-Pole and I were thinking about how do you make the bacon roses? So because you can't bend crisp unless it's like little pieces coming out. You have to shape it, then fry it, right?
You'd have to place it in the pan and have a lot of grease. I have no idea.
And then put it somehow on a flower stem stick. Yeah.
Secret.
I'm Googling bacon roses in Las Cruces because that sounds special to me. All right, what'd you make of the Astros' apologies today? They think this is going to make it go away, by the way.
It's not going away. No one thinks it's going to go away, but it's one of those things you have to address. But you're going to be asked about it. They're going to try to move on. They're going to be able to do whatever they can themselves. I think Carlos Correa's, I see people liking what he said, so I'm going to have to go back and listen to it. I guess he was just kind of just sat there and was just honest about it as opposed to some of the other statements. But there's nothing that's going to make it go away. Y'all cheated. Major League Baseball said you did.
Y'all cheated.
Your owner is nuts. And he's just like, oh, like us, love us again, give us that World Series. You won. You only had to pay $5 million.
Yeah, move on.
They didn't take it away from you. You still got it.
All right, J-Pole. Bacon bouquets. They're sold out. All shipping is sold out for Valentine's Day. But so you roll up. Okay, so it's not really a twist. You roll up the bacon.
They're like rolled up.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at it.
Art.
I mean, it's
Sounds
just
good.
it's beautiful.
I mean, you might have found 4 men that enjoy Valentine's Day.
All of a sudden, you like it.
Okay, of that.
The signature and how much did you think they were? We were underpriced them. $120, but they're on sale for $65.99.
Whoo!
They're on sale for $65.99. Our signature dozen bouquet. Each of our roses are handcrafted using our special techniques not available in the how-to videos. It makes the perfect gift for that unique person in your life. Show them they are special by celebrating their big day with a bouquet of their favorite meat. The original flavor is keto-friendly, sugar-free, and is what started it all. The flavor of great bacon. As always, none of our packages come with pricing and are beautifully gift boxed. They're packaged for perfect shipping and are ready to arrive
paid for this?
special occasion. No, but I want it.
I don't know. You're dropping $125 on flowers or bacon. I might be leaning bacon in that. That's the case. You're going to enjoy that a lot more than the flowers.
Sultry and mysterious. This is our newest flavor. Country glazed bacon flowers. And they just roll it up. It's just like a layered roll, and they kind of look like flowers, I guess, when you
Do
put
it
them.
yourself project.
Yeah, boy.
Some bacon.
I mean, I'm just telling you. How about Mocha coming down and dropping the bacon bouquet on you? Bacon roses with caramel. They're on back order. It's a totally different spot. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, whatever. That's great. Aggies, what's the Aggie spread tonight? What would be enough to make you because they've been playing close games. They've been playing really close games. Tonight they've got Seattle at home.
Seattle is one of 2 teams that has beaten Christians in the Aggies.
So, not this year, though.
No, but it's in
Aggies
history.
Aggies are 10-point favorites. Which way you going? Over-under's 135 on New Mexico State tonight.
I'm taking Seattle to cover, but New Mexico State to win.
I'll take New Mexico State tonight to cover.
So New Mexico State money line, but Seattle plus 10.
Yeah, I'll take New Mexico State. I think they win by more than 10 tonight. Although the games at home have been really tight, and that Seattle game up there was really tight. But I think they cover tonight. And then next in is Utah Valley. Utah Valley's a 4.5-point dog at UTRGV now. What happened to Utah Valley? Weren't they really good at some point? Weren't they like? I guess
they had a season.
They had a season, right? Who's
like
the
teams doing the whack?
Is who transferred from here to
Connor
there?
McDougal.
Is he still? That was last year. Is that it? Is he still on that? I don't.
He might still be on that roster.
You think he's still on that roster? I'll tell you.
He is that player that you're like, wait, he's still in college basketball?
He's not on the roster.
Oh, he's not. He finally moved on.
Well, I mean, at some point you run out of eligibility, don't you?
Not eligible anymore.
I mean, he was eligible forever here, right? That was such a bummer.
Yeah.
He blew out that ankle in that scrimmage, essentially, the glorified scrimmage against BYU early in the season. And everybody was so happy to get BYU in here, and then he never came back. And then I guess his dad didn't want him to play and save the season, and coach wanted him to play, and that was a messy situation. All right, so I'll lay the 10 tonight, I think, with New Mexico State. And then wait for Utah Valley to get in. I was just looking at Jay Billis's. Would you say Jay Billis is one of the more cerebral, respected basketball minds, college basketball minds?
Yes.
He's got San Diego State as the 6th. So he put teams in tiers, and he just put something out. He has Baylor, Kansas, Gonzaga, Louisville, who lost last night, Duke, San Diego State, and then Dayton. And I think Dayton, by the way, is terrific. And if you've not watched Obi Toppin play, but it's not just then. Jalen Crutcher's really good. That team's fun to watch, and they can beat anybody. But his deal on San Diego State, quote, "This is the best San Diego State team since Kawhi Leonard was there, and even better." Why? Because the Aztecs defend almost as well, but score far better from more spots on the floor. Don't be fooled by their lack of exposure. San Diego State can play and beat anyone. It says. And that's kind of what I've been leaning towards. We'll see who goes further in the tournament, and that's how they're going to be determined, right? That team went to the Sweet 16. But
And what matters more? Having more scoring pop or being that good defensively?
Well, okay, was that team exponentially better defensively than this team is? They were better
The
defensively.
numbers are very close. So, like, if you just look at kind of opponents' points per game there in this general area.
So that's my point. I think that team was better defensively, but I don't think they were exponentially better defensively. I do think this team is much better offensively than that team, and that's why I give the edge to this team. There's no Kawhi Leonard on it.
Yeah, it's Wetzel. I think it's a better scorer than they had in the post.
I don't think that's arguable.
I think the 2011 team.
1 minute.
But then all of a sudden with the emergence of Matt Mitchell,
Fagan, the Curly.
so much better offensively.
Yeah, they got 2 shooters. Yeah, I think so too. All right, thank you to who's with us today? Jerry Palm, Mario Moshe,
Mario,
Jarice Allenvy. They were all with us today. Jim Rome Show is next. Dan Patrick Show is after that. The Sports Bars this afternoon at 3, and then you get Lobo Talk tonight at 7 o'clock here on the
30.
J. Paul, we don't see you again, right? Safe drive to Clovi.
Thank you.
Enjoy Happy Bacon Day.
Yep. Happy Bacon Day.
All right, see you tomorrow. You back tomorrow? Good job. All right, you got something waiting for you.
15.
Something special.
Ooh.
Yeah, enjoy that as well. More award-winning radio for you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Is it bacon?
Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll see you later.
For years, Ben Lucero and Indigo Mortgage has